Now, get ready for the hottest podcast coming out of Dallas, Texas, with Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nicky. Stars talking Cowboys. Let's go! Yo, here we go again. Back up on the scene. Stars talking Cowboys. You know what I mean. The podcast repping everything with silver and blue. Keeping it real, that's what they do. Let me tell you about the crew. Sean Fox spitting facts. K Boogie's giving game. Nicky's got the stats, so of course she covers everything. It's showtime, so let's get to the biz. And that Stars talking Cowboys. Yeah, you know what time it is. Yo, welcome back to another podcast episode of Stars Talking Cowboys. Starring Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nicky is in the building.
You gonna dig this. Let's go.
What up, what up, what up?
What it do?
What it do? It's a couple days before Turkey Day. Couple days that we all get a chance to forget about our diets and indulge in some festivities of eating. And most importantly, on the day of Thanksgiving, sitting down to be able to watch another episode of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
And I don't think people really understand that you can't have Thanksgiving without the Cowboys.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's a
fact. That's a tradition. That's a tradition.
Yes, it 100% is. It's definitely a tradition, and I don't understand why people don't understand that. You know, we that and they're already talking about that. This is probably going to be the most watched game in the history, the most watched regular season game in the history of the NFL. They already predicted that.
I know Fox is mad because it's on CBS, so I know Fox is mad. Fox is mad.
Well, before we get going, welcome to another edition of Stars Talking Cowboys. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Sean Fox. We got K Boogie on the line. We got Mr. Cowboy Nation on the line.
Yeah, dog. Let's get it.
The queen herself will be on in a few minutes, and we'll have a guest or two that are part of our frenemies.
You said frenemies?
Yeah, I have to say they're frenemies. We'll have a couple of one, possibly two of Eagles Nation that'll be on.
Ooh-wee, let's go.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Kevin said, "What's up, fellas? Where's my future ex-wife, Nikki?"
Damn, did he say ex-wife?
Hey, Kev, you don't mind pulling that shot, but boy, he still playing crosshair court pulling that shot, boy. Boy, running no play or nothing.
Boy, he ain't stepped crosshair court. He shot a layup on that one.
He's shooting it all, baby boy. He's shooting it all. Hey now.
It's all good. Well, let's go ahead and get into let's get into Sunday's game. You know, we'll talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and ultimately the win that we had. You know, I'm going to admit, and I'm going to be the first person on this show to admit that I was cussing and fussing and thought about turning the TV off. And
I did turn it off.
I was in the family room to begin with, and I said I can't watch that. I had to go up to my study. I couldn't. I was like, what is going on, man, with all these mistakes and whatever? I was like, yo, this is not right.
I had to take a break, man.
I thought he was getting
I'm coming. I'm coming. Can you hear me? Testing
You
1,
coming in
2.
peace?
Oh yeah, we
Mike,
tested,
coming in
you coming in at the wrong time. We're talking about our anguish and pain of the first half.
I'll let y'all vent about the first half because I know the euphoria of the second half is coming. I know it's coming.
Hey, listen, man, that first half was a doozy. I'm gonna tell you, we had too many mistakes. I was cursing Turpin out. CeeDee Lamb, I wanted him gone. I was so heated.
CeeDee Lamb, I call him Doodoo Lamb now. I mean, that's some bad drops.
I was heated.
Hey, terrible drops.
That's
Terrible. I was so heated, man. And CD was dropping this and that. I'm like, CD, you running the wrong routes. Even in the first quarter, I'm like, yo, this is a Green Bay game, playoff game all over again. I'm like, yo, what we doing? I was so heated.
Yeah.
And did he blame Dak on one of those?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Throw it up.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
Oh my
Like,
God!
dude, if you don't, dude, Dak hitting you in the hand, stomach,
Face mask.
Dak beating you up with this ball. Yeah, man, catch the ball.
So thanks, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me. I really do. It only took about 2 years and a catastrophic loss for y'all to do it. And I noticed the lady of the house, was not in. What happened to her? Oh,
she makes a grand entrance.
She coming.
Yeah, she gotta make an
entrance.
entrance.
You know, she got
Yeah, she gotta make an entrance.
Got it.
She 100% makes her grand entrance. So
Yes,
we
indeed.
always
Yes,
look
indeed.
forward to her coming in. But you like I said, getting back to that first half, and you know what, Wayne, since you know you are a guest, we'll allow you to gloat about that first half.
I'm not gloating about the first half. We lost the game, man. I mean,
No.
Huh?
You gotta hear what I'm saying. We want to hear about the good stuff that the Eagles did in the first half of that game.
Okay. I would say one of the things that I liked is that they were actually getting Saquon Barkley the ball in space. They were passing it to him, which they rarely do, and they should do a lot more of, because him one-on-one with linebackers is a mismatch. That's the thing that I really don't like about this offensive coordinator, is that he doesn't exploit mismatches. And one example of that is, you know, I don't know exactly when it was. It was late in the third quarter. One of your defensive backs went out, and they sent in number 27. And, you know, like coaching one-on-one, you have a new cornerback come in, you test them right away. They never did. So little things like that, you know, trying to exploit, you know, their opportunities in the first half, they did. And then things just went awry, you know. And you guys stayed in there. You know, I thought your spirit would have been broken. It was almost one more score. I think it would have been broken, but they didn't make that score. So, you know, that was it. You know, the defense was pretty sound in the first half, but just entirely too many mistakes in the second half. Just entirely too many.
Well, you know, I'm gonna give them credit for one thing. Well, actually, two things I would give them credit for. In that first half, they fed AJ,
Yeah,
and they kept feeding AJ. You know, we couldn't stop him in that first. We couldn't stop him in that first quarter.
yeah.
We could not stop AJ Brown in the first quarter. And I tell you one thing that I hate about our defense, that we give up too much in the flats.
Mm-hmm.
We give up entirely too much in the flats. And I am surprised that the Eagles did not run Barkley on the outside. I'm surprised they didn't give us any. They didn't throw any sweeps against us, or just run on the outside. You know, pull a guard or something, and give him a lane on the outside, because it was wide open every time.
They haven't been doing that all year, man, and it's so frustrating. Part of it is that, you know, the linemen are a little banged up, and I'm not sure they can pull as much as they used to in the past, you know. But yeah, I mean, just a simple little pitch to Barkley on the outside. There was a play late in that game. It was 3rd and 2. This is the one that lit me up. It was 3rd and 2, and this guy decided. So you got Barkley in the backfield. You also have the tush push in your back pocket. It's 3rd and 2, and you decide to drop Jalen back, and he gets sacked. And everybody's like, "Oh, Jalen got sacked. They should have got rid of the ball." They should have never passed in that situation. It was paramount that we keep possession of the ball, and odds are with Barkley in the tush push, 2 plays to get 2 yards, we could have got that. But instead, he gets sacked. We got a kick, and then, pretty much the rest is history. Yo, we're able to kick a field goal late.
Well, for us, I'll start with you, okay, Boogie. That first half, what was your take on the first half?
Like I told Wayne called me, right? I said, Wayne, if we eliminate the penalties and the mistakes, we're going to beat you in the second half. What'd I tell you? And what happened? Because we made too many mistakes. Between the drop passes, between the penalties, between the fumbles, we were basically shooting ourselves in the foot because Philly wasn't doing anything special. Like I told you, Philly wasn't doing anything special. We just had too many mental breakdowns and fumbles. I'm like, I was like, are you kidding me, Lamb? What are you doing? Like Turpin, no more wide receivers in the backfield, please.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No more wide receivers in the backfield.
I was like, why is he running the ball? What, ain't you your 3rd wide receiver? Why the hell is he running around?
Now, the thing is that,
not to cut you off, K Boogie, but if I see another flaking running back in the back, wide receiver in the backfield, I promise you, I'm going to rent a private jet, fly to Dallas, and smack the shit out of him.
I know. We don't want to see that no more. That's done. No more.
Can I play devil's advocate though? Can I play devil's advocate on that?
Go ahead, bro.
It was blocked pretty decently, and Cavante Turpin just tripped up and fumbled the ball like that. That is when I left the game, right? I'm sorry. It's so
people were talking about.
I said, man, what's Shadur doing? I went on because I'm like, dude, it was a good play call. Like he had a lane. That should have been a play. That should have been a big play. And you trip up. Not only do you trip up over your own feet, you fumble the ball. But nobody. I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God, dude.
He did have a lane.
Yeah, he had a lane, dude.
Yeah, lane.
And I'm like, man.
He did, but I don't want to see any more wide receivers in the backfield. I don't want to see it no more.
But Mr. Cowboy, though, I gotta, I 100% agree with everything you said, except for he is not a running back.
Yeah,
he did not secure that ball up. He didn't.
He
secure
little.
that. He didn't secure that ball up high. He didn't secure that.
And I'm saying, and if he didn't trip and he would have hit that hole, it wouldn't have mattered if he was a running back because they wouldn't have laid a finger on him for about 20, 30 yards.
But if a running back is running through that hole, how many hands does a running back have on the ball?
Running back going. Yeah, running back going. Yeah.
How many hands did he have on that ball?
How do I?
One.
We don't even know because he fumbled that damn ball.
He had one.
He had one on there.
He had one.
I was like, dude, are you serious?
That was atrocious. Yeah. So somebody need to call shot and say no more wide receivers in the backfield. No more. Zero. We're going to have to do something with Bland, too, with bigger wide receivers. Bland has an issue with bigger and stronger wide receivers. I don't know if you noticed that. But
I noticed that when DK gave him the business.
Exactly. He has problems.
We had to put Gilly on him. Yeah. That's when I noticed. That's how you got trouble with the big guys.
I like Revel. Revel's good, but he's not strong enough yet. But like I said, man, like I told you, Wayne, Philly really didn't do anything that was basically really special. We just was messing up in the first half. Too many mental mistakes, too many fumbles, and whatever. I told you, they didn't do anything special. And when we cleaned it up, what happened? Just like I said.
Well, when you cleaned it up, then we started dirtying it up because we had 14 penalties for damn near 100 yards. So it wasn't like we played clean. I mean, they say, we had 8 drives and didn't score any points. 14 penalties, those are drive stoppers. It's not necessarily you causing it. I'll give maybe, the AT&T Stadium crowd, they were loud as hell. We were jumping off sides left and right. So, but 14 penalties, 14. I mean, how are you going to overcome that? And two turnovers in the last 5-6 minutes? So, I mean, I give your respect for staying in there, but man, come on. It was just a poorly played game, a poorly coached game, and a lot of breaks didn't go our way. I saw, they praising Dak. He had a decent game, but it was another game where he threw a pick-worthy pass that we dropped. Zach Bourne dropped the ball right in his hand that could have easily stopped that last touchdown that y'all scored. So a lot of breaks went your way. You took advantage of it. I'll give you that. But I'm not, as far as the play, I guess both teams were pretty sloppy because I know we were.
Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
A win is a win. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm not. Your players sizing up rings yet? They sizing up the rings yet?
I knew that was coming.
Okay, I was just wondering because I saw Michael Irvin. Did you see him?
Michael Irvin.
This dude looked like he just dropped the 8 ball in his nose. He was just going crazy. This dude was.
That's what we're doing.
No, but I'm like, did you see it? Did you see it? Come on, guys. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, he was happy. His team just spotted the Eagles 21 points and came back and walked them down. Yeah, I was pumped too.
I should be pumped, but come on.
Hold on. If you would have seen me, you would have thought I was on the 8 ball. I was in my I was in my living room jumping up and down. If I wasn't as old as I am, I would have did flips down the stairs.
Yeah, right.
Before we go any further, the Queen has arrived.
What's up, Nick?
She can't hear you.
Hey, y'all.
Hello. Hold on, Nikki. Before we go any further, I got a comment I got to put up here for you.
Yeah, you got Cass pulling shots from half court. You ain't even here.
There you go.
He didn't say. He said future ex-wife. I'm like, yo, what?
She got groupies. I didn't know she had groupies.
Oh my God!
Man, what?
She got a budget, man. She got a budget.
Yeah, what?
We done had to kick a couple guys off the show over her.
Really?
I said they are fussing already. Good God.
Oh, okay. So, well, since we gave you that introduction, Nikki, let's give us your thoughts on the first half of the game.
First half was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, and our areas, our aspects of it. It looked like they were rattled. They didn't have any type of practice. It looked like they didn't look at film, didn't watch film, didn't do the proper things to be prepared. It looked like all the stuff that Philly did through the week to try to, make them keep their heads not in the game. It worked, and we want to throw the Revs in there, we can, because the Revs made some really, really bad calls as well on in the first half of the game. They made bad calls. And I'm not one to ever always. I'm not one that say, "Hey, we need this from the ref," or "We should have got this from the ref." I'm not one of them. I'm always the one that says, "Play the game for yourself, so you don't have to have the ref to make a deciding factor for you." And but that punt, that was ridiculous. Like that right there. I just couldn't. That was ridiculous. That was the one that made me send ESPN and it made me send NFL a email.
You sent them 2 then, because that happened twice. That happened on us too. The guy kicked him in the helmet, and they said it was a roughing the kicker.
No, I didn't. I don't.
No, it was running into the kicker.
Right.
Wasn't
No,
it
it happened.
It was just a
It
foul,
happened
yeah.
on it happened on the Eagles
I
too.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but I didn't send it for y'all though.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
you should have. That's what I'm saying.
That
Because the
ball
same
was-
thing
Nah, that was a
happened.
good call. That was the correct call on the Eagles.
No, it was.
The reason,
That was
yeah,
that was a correct.
that was correct call on the Eagles.
Call
That's
on the Eagles
That was the
side.
correct
It
call.
was a
Yeah,
very
that's
similar
correct
play.
call.
It was a very similar play. Come on now.
No, but see, the
No, it's a
Flanor
difference.
got his hand on the ball. Yeah, Flanor got his hand on the
Yes,
ball,
he
so
did.
contact
Right.
was fair game. He was fair game.
All right.
He tipped that
And then,
ball.
there's a
Yeah,
difference.
Flanor got his hand on
The
that.
tip that I agree with that. What I'm talking about
on.
when the Eagles, no, you were punting the ball before, and the Eagle defender was just on the side, and he kicked him in the helmet, and they called that running into the kicker.
So here's the
You
thing.
don't remember?
Yeah, I remember. Here's the thing,
We
Wayne.
remember.
Yeah, here's the thing, Wayne. And this
Mhm.
is and they would tell you before I make this next comment that I take up for the refs all the time. Because
Yeah, he
guess what I
does.
do? I'm a ref.
He do.
Yeah.
So what happened? The difference was that
It was
the
in
Eagle
AT&T
player-
Stadium.
You know, the difference is that he was coming down and they made contact with the kicking leg. That is running into the kicker.
His
That is
kicking
running
leg
into-
made contact into him.
Doesn't matter. He was in the air. If he's in the air and there's any contact,
I don't
that's
even
made,
think he was in the air, dog. I don't think he was in the air.
He was in there. He was in there.
He was.
He was in
But
there.
I don't
that-
know about
He
you
was
guys,
in
but
there.
your last year y'all told me Dak was pushed out of bounds.
But-
so I got a lot to feel myself.
But at
Oh,
the
I gotta
end,
watch
but
it
at,
film
I just
myself on
watched
that
it
one.
again.
but at the end of the day, on that kick, that y'all what you're speaking about, it didn't. We still was fourth and all it did was give us 5 yards. It was still
They
fourth
just
down.
gave us 5 yards. We still had
That's
to punt
it.
the ball.
We
Exactly.
still had
It
we still
didn't.
had to
It didn't
punt
make.
the ball.
It didn't make. Yeah, it
wasn't
didn't make a
wrong.
damn
He was
no
just
way.
running into
It's
the
not
kicker.
like it made a difference.
Versus
It gave
versus
us a
ours,
first down.
we should have kept possession of the ball on in our case. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Y'all shoulda
Because
reviewed
there,
that
there
play.
was
Y'all
no
went
penalty.
down and they
Yeah.
went down and scored, and they went
Yeah,
down
they
and
ended up going down and
scored
scoring on that.
on that.
Yeah.
That was a fourth
Yeah.
and 5. All they did was fourth and 5. All y'all did was y'all still got the ball back, so that's no excuse. Next,
But I blame
No excuse.
I blame our coaching staff for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I do.
that should have
And
been
that's what I
challenged.
said. I
They should have
said
challenged that.
that's what I
That
said,
should have
and I
been challenged.
said exactly. That showed me that Brian was he's still learning it. That showed like
Hmm.
a learning opportunity. And that
Yeah.
just showed me where he was still needed to learn it. But the players went over there and told him to challenge it.
Yeah,
And
that's all.
they
Flanor was
told
like, I
him,
hit it.
"Pull up, challenge it,
Mhm.
But New York even called down on it, but they called down on it too late because they said that the review came to them behind it happening. So when they got the call to call down on it, Philly had already had kicked the ball. So he did the next play. So it was too late to call on it. But if he would have challenged it, he would have won it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that goes back to the thing that we just effed up the first half.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
was
Coaching staff,
terrible.
coaching staff, quarterback, the wide
Everybody.
receivers,
Everybody.
the O line.
Everybody.
I think the only person that played decent in the first half was Javonte Williams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not
think
really.
he
He
was-
dropped that pass on fourth down.
You know what he did? So everybody fucked up the first half.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody played bad. Everybody played
Everybody.
bad on the fourth half. But I think he dropped that ball because it was rushed, because Dak had to get it out because they was coming. So Dak was like he had to get it. He didn't really have time to plant his foot to get the right throw on it. So by the time when it went out, Javonte was just getting set in his spot and the ball had to come out. So I rather dead than he take a sack. So
Mhm. So was that the fourth down that we went for on the 50?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have punted that in the damn way.
Yeah,
that
we
should have
should've
been
I thought
a
about
punted
that
it.
too. I don't
You'll
know
get
why
stopped
Yeah.
twice on.
Yeah, I
twice
wasn't
on
okay
fourth
with
down.
that. I wasn't
Yeah.
okay with it. I was like,
Yeah,
we
that should've been a
we
punt.
should've punted it. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I do understand the aggressiveness. I get it because it's times in games that you do have to go for it, and you have to get it done. So I do get
Yeah.
the aggressiveness, and I do feel like I'd rather him do that when he did it than wait and did it the second half when we trying to come back, and that happened. So you did it in the first half, it didn't work. You did it twice in the first half, it didn't work. So we didn't do it no more in the second half. So I kind of respected that, more, but besides when we went for it on fourth down and we didn't get the touchdown, we should have kicked the field goal then.
Should have kicked the field goal then.
Yep. Should have kicked the field goal. Should have kicked the field goal in. But it's learning opportunities. You have to do things every week different. You have to be aggressive sometimes. But I felt like he was. I was like, I know he ain't finna sit over here and be no damn Dan Campbell. I just know he.
That was some Dan Campbell. Man, that was Dan Campbell Jr.
You know what? At the beginning of the game, on our side of the field, is not the time to be going for it.
No, not that early.
Mike McCarthy used to do it sometimes. From the 20 or 25-yard line.
Yeah, he did. He did it a lot.
So we watched a lot of football this year, right? How many teams on their side of the field, even Baltimore, who was that? How many teams have made these fourth downs on their side of the field this year?
Not many. But Dan Campbell's gonna do it anyway. That's just who he is.
Yep, that's who he is.
That's why he got an ass kick.
And that's why he lost against 49ers when he should have been going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That's why he lost to the 49ers.
You can't blame that on him, though. That wide receiver dropped 2 passes on fourth down, though. You can't blame that on him.
And they stopped running the ball, and they should have kept running the ball, and they didn't. But anyway, there's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about these regular ass Eagles.
Wait. Time
we haven't got to the second.
Are we getting to the spicy? We getting to the spicy segment of the show now? Is that what you're talking about?
We haven't got to the second half yet. We're still on the first half. We're still on us.
Being terrible in the first half.
That was bad.
I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. I was almost gonna walk to the stadium.
Wait a minute. It was bad until the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. That's when it started to change a little bit.
Yeah.
The last 2 minutes of the second quarter, that's when it started to change a little bit.
No.
Yeah. And I think that we are. I think that we are a very good team in the last 2 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, we one of the best. We one of the best in the league in the last 2 minutes in the half.
One of the best. So. Yeah, I don't know what all they told them in the locker room. I know that they said Williams, Quentin Williams, they say he went in the locker room. They say he went in on them. They said, Dak went in the locker room. He went in on them. And he was just like, it was just like they came back with a different attitude in the second half. I don't know what it was. I don't know what they said, but they came back in the second half. And I was just like, who is this team?
Mm-hmm.
Q was a leader. I'm telling you, Q's a leader, man. He was doing that.
Yeah, he is.
He's a leader.
He is.
Jets a little bit of turmoil, but Q's a leader.
Yeah, he is. And I was like, I said, we've been needing that. We needed that on defense. We needed it on defense. We didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't had it. Not even with the other person.
Oh, damn! You don't even say it. You said the other person.
Yeah. Oh, will I'll allow it. He's no longer here. Let's move on.
Yeah, he's no longer here.
So now, Nikki, you can bring in your introduction to the two Eagles fans on here about the second half, and we'll let them go first and talk about their second half, and then we'll gloat about our second half.
So make sure you got some tissue. Go ahead.
You want me? The second half?
Yeah, because we know he's finna cry.
Why would I cry having a 2.5 lead? Why would I cry? Why would I cry being a second seed in the NFC? Why would I cry? I cry because our offensive line.
Yeah, the wheels about to come off.
The wheels about to come off. The wheels about to come out. This is what I like. This is what I like. Y'all beat one team over 500 all year, and this what? Exactly what? Yeah, what? One team over 500.
Okay, so if we beat one team over 500, how many y'all beat over 500? Because we play the same damn teams.
Well, we beat Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Will you listen? We
we
beat Tampa Bay. We beat Green Bay. We beat the Rams. We beat Detroit. And we beat
those
you,
teams we
who
have
happen
not
to be not really over 500, but kind of sort of. You're like 500 light at 5-5-1. So yes, we beat a lot of teams over 500 already. But I know this is exciting for y'all. Y'all beat a team over 500 for the first time. You still haven't beaten a good team on the road.
Oh, so y'all not a good team.
I understand. On the road. So I understand you're giddy. I get it. But, you know, for me, the second half of that game was all the coaching staff, right? Because, as I said earlier, they didn't exploit some of the mismatches they could have had. The play calling was just so unimaginative. The formations are stagnant. There's nobody in motion. So there's a lot of things going on with the Eagles, but I think it starts with two people, really. The offensive line, which is banged up and has not been good all year, and the play calling. That was part. And then when you have 14 penalties for 100 yards and you have 2 turnovers late in the game, they got this guy Gibson. I forget where they get him from. He was fumbling for the Jets. I was like, who is this guy? Why is he even on our team? So there was a lot of things that went your way. You took advantage of it, but we handed it to you on a silver platter, and you know, you took advantage of it. But again, rejoice.
It's not the Super Bowl, man. We had a
rejoice. It was a good quality. It was a good quality win. And I'll tell you this: if you don't win next week, if you don't win in the next 48 hours, it means nothing. It means nothing.
Actually,
yes, it does. It means nothing. It means nothing. If you're gonna go 5-6-1, it'll be over. You're done.
Not really.
Well, y'all
had
a chance to eliminate us Sunday. Y'all didn't do it.
We did, but there's plenty of time for you to be eliminated. There's plenty of time for you to be eliminated.
Right.
So Wayne,
real quick, Wayne. Do I not recall 2 or 3 seasons ago that y'all lost the last 5 out of 6 games and gave us?
They started out 10-1. And still didn't win the division.
That team might have had. That team might have had 10.
No. You said we don't have a chance. You said
let me finish. I knew that was going to come up.
Choking is nothing new, right?
Where's Batman at? Where's Batman at?
This guy just said choking is nothing new. A Cowboy fan said that with a straight face. Are you serious? Come on, man. What you drinking in that cup, Mr. Cowboy? For you to say something like that, what are you drinking in that cup?
2 Super Bowls in 60 years. Choking is nothing new.
I didn't even want to go here.
Starting out 10-1 and losing a division, choking is nothing new. Stop me when I start lying.
And then
30 years. You've had 30 years of choking in your speaking.
God.
30 years.
30 years.
30 years of choking.
That's so old. Please find something
new. It's so old. It's so old.
Please find something new.
Let's talk about it.
Y'all still the bottom of the barrel.
How we bottom of the barrel? How we bottom of the barrel? We just this February we got a did you see
bottom of the barrel with how many rings? Who got all the rings?
In the Commanders, bro.
Are you going to bring out a Motorola 2-ray pager and talk about the 90s?
They don't expire.
Are you going to put a quarter in a telephone booth?
I have to be Molly.
Are you going to put a quarter in a telephone booth and tell somebody about the 90s?
You can't talk to a Commanders fan right now, man.
I've got to be like
before you
moderator. Be a moderator. Control the people.
Yeah, I gotta be
control your people.
Before you be a moderator, y'all got your ass whipped on the field and in the stand.
From a Cowboy fan? Come on, man.
Y'all got your ass whipped.
Come on, dog.
Y'all got whipped twice. Y'all got whipped twice.
You talking to a representative of the world champions, man, and you talking about choking.
Okay, time out. So
y'all got whipped twice. in one day. Y'all got beat in the stands and in the game.
How did we get beat in the stands? What are you talking about?
Got your ass whipped.
Oh my God! We won by 3 points, Nikki, on the last second field goal. Relax.
When
does it
matter? When does it matter? L is an L.
You got 5 of them.
L is an L.
You got 5 of them.
It doesn't matter.
Y'all got
it does matter in the stands.
In
the stands, it matters.
So let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Take control, Father.
Number 4 on the way, Friday.
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Because I'm still stunned that a Cowboy fan said something about choking. It's comical.
Can you mute him?
So I really
know the truth hurts.
So I'm gonna go back to my original statement.
Up 21-0 in Laos.
The question was, if we lose the game on Sunday. The comment was, if we lose a game on this Thursday, that we're eliminated from the playoffs.
Not true.
And
not true.
I'm not saying mathematically you are. I'm not saying
right.
We're not eliminated. We're not
you also have to play the Lions in the week after that.
And the Lions,
the game we can win.
Y'all are never worried about.
Yeah, the Lions ain't been looking great. The Lions is in overtime with the Giants, bro.
It's amazing how y'all are never worried about anybody.
Wayne, I want to ask you a question. And
we won't worry about y'all.
We try to be real. We try to be very realistic on this show.
Yes, sir.
I think everybody knows that. If you look at our schedule, what team for the rest of the season do you see that hasn't struggled lately?
What team on our?
On our schedule,
who they struggle? We're all there's like 2 maybe dominant teams in the NFL today. Right?
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. It's the matchup. It's the matchups. First of all, you're not a good matchup for the Lions.
How?
Right?
Say it's who? Where's the mismatch?
Says that you've only beat 500 teams. That says who?
Where is the mismatch? Where is the mismatch on the field, sir? That's what we asking you.
The secondary. Your secondary can't keep up with their receivers.
And their secondary
and your linebackers can't keep up with their backs. So that's the mismatch that you asked me about, and I told you.
The backs in the backfield, they got to get past that wall. Do we even talk to the linebackers?
Unlike the Eagles,
nobody's running the ball on the Cowboys right now.
Unlike the Eagles, they will test the edge on y'all. And their backs actually are Gibbs is faster than Saquon. So
all we gotta do set the edge.
You thinking about the Chiefs. You have the Lions, and you still got the Chargers.
I ain't worried about the Chargers either.
Y'all are never worried about anybody. Because y'all never worried about a team over 500, but you're rarely beat them.
So
you're never worried about them though.
So Wayne, so let's do this then. Who on your schedule?
On our schedule.
Who on your schedule? Who's struggling against y'all? Who you think was who do you think you would struggle against since
the Bills? We have the Bills on the road. The second to the last week of the, that's the second to the last week of the season. We'll have the NFC East wrapped up by then.
Man, please.
What do you mean?
Y'all might lose Friday. Y'all might lose Friday, bro. Y'all lose Friday, y'all really in trouble. And we take care of Kansas City. Y'all lose Friday.
We lose Friday. We still got a stranglehold on the division. What are you talking?
No, you don't.
Too much.
No, you don't.
Cup down.
Then you just think yourself say you gotta go play Josh Allen. What you think that's going to be? You can't run the ball. You can't protect your quarterback. Your tackle out. Your second corner trash. You're missing the safety.
That's a good point. Isn't your tackle coming out this week? He out.
Yeah, he needs to sit down though.
We want him to sit down.
Oh man,
he needs to sit down.
Come on,
Guyton. Yeah, Guyton is out, but we want Guyton to sit down.
We ain't worried about
Guyton to sit down. That's a plus for us.
We got Nate Thomas.
Right.
He came in and showed y'all what it was in the second half.
I'm sure Jones agrees with you. I'm sure Jones of the Chiefs agrees with y'all. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Yeah, Chris Jones he play inside though. He got to deal with them guards on this side.
We're
gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see. Just like they got to deal with Quentin Williams in the middle. So, like I said, anybody can get this work, man. The way they can press you up the middle, they can disrupt any offense in this league. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my chance against whoever. Right. So, and you look at the run game, the last 2 running backs, 7 yards and 22 yards for the entire game.
Man, they had 11 carries in between the two of them.
Because you had to abandon the run because you can't run it. You ain't ran the ball on nobody all year, bro.
And
you ain't ran the ball.
Our offensive line.
You ain't ran the ball on nobody all year.
Okay.
Now tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
We haven't
really. We haven't really. But we seem to keep winning games.
It beats in there Sunday.
Huh?
You needed to be able to run the ball Sunday.
You won a
well,
game.
That's how you hold a 21-0 lead. You run the ball.
That's what you're supposed to do, and he didn't run it. Exactly. I said the offensive line and the play calling was terrible, and and the penalties was the reason we lost the game. I said I agreed with you.
Exactly.
Do you think?
But can you tell me why y'all are 5-5-1 now since y'all have such a great team?
Because our defense was trash beginning of the year, but we made trades, and since we made the trades, we're undefeated. Thank you very much.
Doesn't understand that
you beat the Raiders and
the Eagles.
Yeah,
we beat the Raiders and the Eagles. Then we spotted 21 points. Tell the whole story. Yeah, we spotted the Eagles 21 points and walked them down.
I will. I will if you let me get an agent that wise.
Yo, this is like.
I will. Can I? Is it okay? You sure? You sure now? Okay. So you did win the game. You did win the game, but you're nowhere near winning this whole battle. You're not going to win the NFC East. You may not even make the playoffs. So you can have this euphoria now. It's cool. You can do this now. It's cool. Says me. Says logic. Says the last 30 years.
Dude, y'all was just 10-1 2 years ago, and we won the division.
What?
You was just 10-1 2 years ago and still lost the division. You 8-3 right now.
Can I tell you? There may be 10 people.
8-3 is a worse record than 10-1.
There may be 10 players on that same 50.
I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer
that are playing here. They got a different offensive coordinator. They got a different defensive coordinator.
Head coach,
you got the same head coach, and then we're squeaking now just like that was in 23, buddy. Look, y'all look at it. Look like the exact same thing.
And in between that and that, between then and now, what happened?
You tell me what happened.
Crickets.
What happened? Y'all won the Super Bowl because Dak was hurt.
What happened?
You won the Super Bowl because Dak was hurt.
Thank you. That's all you have to say. Don't nothing else. Take a sip after that.
So what happened with that?
Take a sip after that.
What happened with Dak
after that? Thank you.
What happened with Dak plays? When your daddy plays? In June,
we don't play him in postseason much. We don't play him in postseason much.
All right, so here's the deal.
He's never there.
Here's the deal. We talked about the first. We talked about the bad. We talked about the great first half that the Eagles had. We talked about the horrible first half that the Cowboys had. So let's go on to the second half and talk about what happened and talk about what happened in the second half. So Smokey, I guess you're not on here just yet.
Oh no, I'm here. I just been sitting back listening. Let you guys just have at it.
So Mr. Smokey, we'll let you come and talk about what you saw in the second half from the Eagles.
Man, where do I begin? They came out flat, right? You can't have your running back fumble. You can't have special teams fielding punts at the 2, right? Can't have these phantom penalties, and I'm not blaming the refs, right? You know that's not me. But undeniably, penalties played a part in this game. Injuries played a part in the game. After Reed went out, you guys just went nuts.
Pickens went nuts.
Right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot to be said, and I'm not going to get into shouting and screaming matches over it. That's not my style. No, that's not who I am. I'm just going to keep it a buck. We played like shit in the second half. We had unfortunate mistakes that helped cost us the game and gave it to you guys, and Dallas capitalized on it. That was the second half.
All right, Wayne, you want to add to that?
And before Wayne say something, this is the reason why he the only Eagles fan on this show.
Why? He said the same thing I said.
Anyway,
my delivery may be different, but we said the same thing. We had injuries, like he said. I'm pointing more towards the injuries on the offensive line. Jurgens shouldn't even be playing. He's playing about maybe 75%. Obviously, Lane Johnson is out. And then, like he said, in the secondary, as soon as Blankenship went out, we didn't even hear Pickens' name in the first half. And then after that, it's like 9 targets, 9 catches. So, with the penalties, I'm not, it's a lack of discipline that they had. That I don't believe we've had this many penalties before. And, the play calling, I wish I could pinpoint exactly when it was, and maybe Smokey can help me, when it was 3rd and 2. I don't know why anybody would not run the ball in that situation. When you got the tush push in your back pocket, you need 2 yards, you got 2 plays. I think that was just an egregious play call. It ended up getting Jalen sacked, and we had to give up the ball again. So there was, the offensive line, penalties, play calling, it all came up into one of the most historic losses in franchise history. I think that's the 4th time they've given up a 21-point lead in their existence.
So I'm gonna ask you two Eagles fans. I saw an interview from one of your linemen that said that you guys did not even practice against a 5-2, a 5-man front. What do you guys think about that statement from your lineman?
Do you want to go first, Smokey?
No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, to me, it's a silly statement because we have still pictures. You have coaches in the rafters. If you can't make adjustments because they're in a 5-2, then you shouldn't be coaching in an NFL team. Simply, there's going to be, you can go to the seams. The flats are vulnerable. There's so many things to attack that, and they never did. Like I said, they didn't try to exploit anything. I think he was just trying to, it was kind of a reverse kind of thing where he wanted to keep the foot on the gas, but he didn't need to. He kept throwing the ball when it was just unnecessary. And I know you're saying, oh, he couldn't run the ball. He didn't even try. So, it is what it is to me. And I know y'all, it's not, this game is one where it doesn't have as much, from a rivalry standpoint, it was big game, but from a standings, it didn't have that much impact on us. It really didn't.
So I think, I appreciate one thing that you just said, the rivalry aspect. And that's where the passion of the Cowboys and Eagles game comes from. Because I guarantee you, if the roles were reversed and we were 8-2 and you guys were 4 or 5-1 and you guys beat us, what do you think that your fan base would be doing right now? I'm just being realistic. And the reason why I'm saying, only reason why I'm making that statement is because, I've been on social media for the last 3 days, and I think I posted a couple things on Sunday night, maybe Monday. I didn't post nothing today, but as I'm looking, and I'm talking about like interviews from your news stations and stuff like that in Philly. A lot of times you guys have lost. Your fans are hurt that they lost to the Cowboys. And that's
our fans are hurt. Yeah. Our fans are hurt all the time, dog. All the time. They're hurt all the time. It ain't nothing new. They're hurt all the time.
Okay.
We were hurt. You didn't think we were hurt? Like we hurt when we win. We're hurt when we win. So of course we're gonna hurt if we lose a game to the Cowboys, but we hurt when we win.
But when you beat the Cowboys, so okay, let me throw this in there, and then I'm gonna let Jeff go, and then we're gonna talk about our second half. When we're playing other teams and we finish the game, you don't never hear the Cowboys saying we want Philly. You don't ever hear our fans screaming out, "We won't feel it." They trying to get the hell out of AT&T Stadium. It seems like that when between your team and Washington, no matter what the situation is, whether when y'all win these games, if there's an upcoming game with the Cowboys, the first thing everybody is screaming, "We want Dallas. We want Dallas."
Mm-hmm.
If it's the upcoming game, if it's the next week's game.
I'm just saying. Have we seen any?
It's a huge rivalry. It's a huge rivalry. It's the same thing with the Cowboys too. When it's the Eagles week, they act the same way.
I don't. Nikki, have you ever been in this stadium?
We don't have no Eagles week. No Eagles week. We don't have no Eagles week. When we ain't going to the schools and putting up y'all
I really think you know what I really think. I think y'all have. This is what I mean about y'all having such an inflated view of yourselves.
To punch y'all in the face and fight y'all team members.
This is the delusion, and I'm telling you,
we don't do that up here. We trying to teach our kids some education.
I know, right?
Go put the player faces up and say,
what does that have to do with what this man
beat
said?
them and beat this and do this and do that. I'm gonna say this here, then we're gonna move on. I'm gonna say this right quick. This is what I'm gonna say. It is not about the fact that we beat the Eagles, because we've been beating y'all ass.
No, you haven't.
What
are you talking about?
Let me
you
tell you.
You haven't been beating the Eagles. That's a lie. Now you can go on.
What's Dak Prescott record against the Eagles, sir?
You keep saying that. I knew that was going to come up.
How
many meaningful games has Dak Prescott played to beat us?
How many meaningful games? It is not about the fact that we beat the Eagles. That's not about what it is. What the Cowboy fans are most gloating about is the fact that we came back from 21 points down to win. And that's not something that any of our teams have ever been able to do since our past glory days when we had the top teams. Most of the time when we down more than 2 scores, we never come back. They get down and out. They don't know how to get it together. They do worse. They do worse things in the game to make the game just go worse and worse and worse. So it's not about beating the Eagles. It's about the fact that we finally seen a team that came back and had fight in them. We finally seen a team that said, even though we 3 scores down, we not gonna go down without a fight. Whether we lose or not, even if we lose by 1 touchdown, 3 points, we not gonna just sit here and let them just come in our house and just beat us. Any other time, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. They go back in the locker room and they come back to halftime and they still play the same way they played in the first half. They didn't do that this time. So it ain't even really about y'all, because we would have this feeling even if it was another team. We ain't worried about y'all. We play y'all all the time. We play y'all every year, twice a year. So we don't worry about that. That's not what the issue is. Y'all would have
the same feeling because you saved your season. Because if you lost that game, you'd have been 4-6-1. It would have been done. That's why the euphoria was there. So it's not about that you came back. It was a great comeback, what have you, that was aided by us. And great. But again, you guys are focused, and we're going to talk about the second half again. You're focused on this, where someone like me, who just coming off a Super Bowl, we're not focused on one half of a game against the Dallas Cowboys. We're focused on that number 1 seed. So this thing about we're so enamored about the Dallas Cowboys, a 500 team, light 500. It's just not true. We're not focused on that. We're the Super Bowl champions. We're trying to go back to back. Now, if we would have swept the Cowboys, that would have been great. But we still got a 2.5 game lead.
And if you guys would have swept us, what would the fans be doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
The same thing Dallas fans would have done if they swept us. Same exact thing.
So that's what I mean. That's the point that I was getting to earlier. This is not a come on here and beat the Eagles down and this, that, and other. Because one thing that I'm never going to do is, especially on this platform, I might get on social media and post a couple of memes and this and that and the other about it. But on this show right here, I'm going to keep it 100 If I ask a question, I'm asking because, or if I say something, I'm saying something because this is something. Just like I heard that you guys didn't, practice against a 5-2. A 5 front line. I'm gonna ask something that's 100% legitimate. Jeff, and now with you being on this show, you're on here because we are division rivals. We like to get the input of our division rivals, from a game perspective. And I don't want anybody on here to think that this is a shouting match against each other or we're going to down each other. Well, yeah, we're going to say a little shit here and there because we're division rivals. But, and I'm going to go to Jeff after this, and then we're going to get at, Nikki, Kenyatta, and Mr. Cowboy talk about the second half of this game. Wow. So, Jeff, you want to, I think that you've already talked about the second half, didn't you? Yeah.
I mean, you asked a question about Landon Dickerson talking about not practicing against a 5-man front. I don't know how many times Dallas has run a 5-man front this year. So hearing an offensive lineman say they didn't practice against it doesn't give me a lot of issue, right? Because if it's not something that they've done before, you're not going to practice on. So it would take time to adjust to it. That obviously didn't happen, right? I saw people absolutely trashing Jeff Stoutland for the run game, for the O-line play. And I'm like, Jeff Stoutland doesn't forget how to coach Hall of Fame O-linemen after winning a Super Bowl. The dudes on the O-line are hurt. That makes a huge difference. Landon's not right. We know Cam Jurgens isn't right. Tyler Steen is no Mekhi Becton. Lane Johnson is out, and Fred Johnson, while he's a pretty good fill-in, right? He's not Lane Johnson. So, from an offensive line standpoint, not seeing the 5-2, not a concern. Guess what? We've seen the 5-2 now, and so has everybody else in the NFL, right? That's what teams do. They see it, scheme it, and then they counter, right? As far as everything else goes, man, it is what it is. I'm not going to talk about where we are, percentages, and everything else. That's it. We beat ourselves, and we got beat in the second half. Congratulations on the win. We're on the next week.
All right, Nikki, you want to talk about the second half of this game? What you saw?
I pretty much said it. What we saw was fight. We saw fight in our team. That's what we saw. I did see some adjustments that I was asking for on the defensive side. I seen those adjustments, and that's something we had not been doing in previous games. It's adjustments, but I seen them. I just feel like I said, they went to the locker room, they had the talks they had, and they came back out and they said, we're gonna continue to do this, not just for us, but for our fans. For once, they put the fans in a perspective and said, we're not just playing for us, we playing for the fans. And on top of that, they still playing for their home, they playing for their teammate Neyland. So at the end of the day, that's what it was. That's what it was. They got their shit together, and they came back out ready to play. That's it. Simple as that.
I do have one thing to add, though.
Go ahead.
Kevin Patullo was a big dumb dipshit when he fired.
Yeah, it's like
So you guys miss Kellen Moore, huh? So you guys really miss Kellen Moore?
I don't know. It wasn't all that pressed with Kellen Moore either. When you have a 2,000-yard rusher in your backfield, how creative you got to be. So,
now, that statement right there, I promise you, I'm glad you said that because I'm not saying you when I make this next statement, but there are a lot of when we said that, there are a lot of Philly fans that said that we didn't know what the hell we was talking about. We didn't use Kellen Moore right and this and another. We said last year, did we not, Kenyatta?
Yes,
did we not, Nick? Did we not, Mr. Cowboy Nation? It's easy to call plays when you had Saquon Barkley in the backfield.
He's a cheat code.
And that O line was deep too. Yeah, that O line was A1. I gotta give him that.
My philosophy is that football is first and foremost a running game. And if you don't have a running game, you don't have an offensive line, you don't have a team. So, this team is almost day and night in terms of the offensive line and running play. It's just two different teams. We can't expect. And for the life of me, this guy Patullo, I just don't know why. Like, he can't do a simple pitch to the outside to test the edge on these guys. Why is he always constantly putting them in the middle? Why can't we have Saquon catch some screens? We used to be like one of the most dynamic screen teams in the NFL. We throw a screen like once every 3 weeks, and usually it's to a tight end instead of Barkley. So the man is right. Patullo, he's not a professional NFL offensive coordinator. He needs to stay at quarterback. Coach, and we're in this vicious cycle where they talk about Jalen Hurts, how he doesn't look so. The man has had 9 offensive coordinators in like 9 years. It's like learning a new language every year, but somehow he's not very good, but he just goes to Super Bowls every other year.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna add to Nikki's. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what impressed me about the Cowboys in the second half. We didn't stop running the ball. That was one thing that basically our old teams would have just dropped back and passed the ball 50 times when we were down. We stayed consistent and we ran the ball. We run the ball wide because it set up play action pass. Because Pickens was doing his thing in the second half. Pickens and Ferguson was doing their thing in the second half. So that's what stood out to me. And the Cowboys actually ran the 5-2-4 maybe 5 times in the second half. What they did was they looked like they were basically set up in the 5-2-4, right? But then one of the defensive ends would drop back in pass coverage. So some of it, they disguised it pretty well. And I was surprised that Eberflus even did that. I was surprised. I went back and I looked at the game again. I'm like, you know what? This was one time where I must say Eberflus was okay in the second half. He switched up things a little bit. We went to more of a man coverage too. Our cornerbacks you play man. Get rid of the zone, period. Sometimes you have to actually coach to your player's strengths, not yours. We have cornerbacks that love to play man. So why not just stay playing man right now? If we get beat deep, so what? But at least we in a man coverage where they feel comfortable and not guessing, hey, should I be here? Should I be there? Is my drop? Should I play 7 yards off when they only need 3 yards on third down? Just go to a man. That's all I ask Eberflus. But other than that, I'm glad that we stayed consistent and we did not panic. That played well in the second half. CD, he was a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Still was dropping passes, but we stayed true to our game plan in the second half. We ran the ball consistently. And that's one thing that basically, I made a note here. That was one thing I said, I'm proud of, because the Cowboys in the past, we would have lost this game. We'd have stopped running the ball, drop back, time to throw the ball. So I was very proud of the Cowboys in the second half. And our defense played lights out, to be honest with you.
All right. Somebody got a radio on or something.
Big difference.
All right. Mr. Cowboy.
So a couple of things kind of stood out. First and foremost, we stopped shooting ourselves in the foot. So that was the most important thing. But that 5-man front and Agent Zero in the open field with Saquon, man, he made some huge one-on-one tackles in the open field with Saquon that we wasn't making in the earlier part of the season. Right. Normally, you get a running back one-on-one, one of these linebackers, he was cooking. Going for a first down, right? So see Agent Zero make them open field tackles on Saquon, that was very encouraging. But that 5-man front, man, I'm telling y'all, that 5-man front is making teams abandon the run. It is. I want to see if Kansas City have a low attempts. Because you said Aston Geno only had 6 attempts. Saquon only had 10. Right. So I want to see if Kansas City been running the ball pretty well. So if they have a low attempt rate as far as running the ball too, that's gonna kind of scream at you that 5-man front is making teams abandon the run. It kind of reminded me when we had all those pass rushers and teams was just like that. We just gonna run it. I think it's kind of like that in reverse. Like they now we'd rather pass, do bootleg play action. We're not gonna try to run on this. So I just but that 5-man front is something nasty, man.
Yeah. So my take on the second half, and I'm just gonna use 2 words to describe what I thought about the second half. Elijah Clark.
Oh yeah.
Determination. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
That man got knocked down twice, got up, ran, and made a hit that caused the fumble. That we didn't get no points out of it. I'm pissed off about that. But that lets me we should have. That's gonna be our next subject. The wide receivers of the Eagles and the wide receivers of the Cowboys. But for that man to be that determined, that taught me a lot about that second half. That taught me that the team didn't quit, that the coaching staff rallied these guys, or whoever rallied the guys at halftime for these guys to come out and play as hard as they did. I'm gonna tell you, when I gave up on the game, I was optimistic when it was 21-7 at halftime.
Yeah, me too.
I was optimistic, but when Mr. Automatic missed the field goal, I was like, oh my God, we're gonna lose this game. If he's missing field goal, we're gonna lose this game. Once we scored and we got 21-14, because I think Philly missed that field goal after that, right?
Yep.
Philly missed the field goal too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got to 21-14, I don't know if I put in the chat or I text somebody and I said, we got a chance. Because the momentum had changed. And that's what I felt like that, and CD could have put the game out of reach, because I see somebody. Yeah. He could have put the game, on ice, because the pressure would have been all on Philly. But I thought that was a very entertaining game. You had to watch that game from
it was a great game.
The beginning to the end. Yes, from start to the last whistle was blown. And so I thought it was a very entertaining game. I know it's Cowboys, Eagles, it's the NFC East. We don't have the best record in the NFC East, but we are doing what the NFC East usually does, and that's beat up on each other. Nobody expected the Giants to beat the Eagles at the beginning of the year, as bad as they were. Nobody expected that. Nobody except for Cowboy fans expected us to beat Stephen A. He for once he didn't want to admit it, but he rooted for us. But nobody expected us to beat the Eagles. So this is what the NFC East does. We just beat up on each other. And that is, those last 2 or 3 weeks of the season is going to determine a lot. And that's where I say us playing Washington and the Giants, they're going to try to be spoilers. Let's say we do go, we sweep the next 4 games. I guarantee you the Giants and Washington is going to give us hell.
Oh, yeah. Please believe that.
And it's on grass too, outside. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Especially the Commanders.
All right. So
there you go.
Yeah, I think I'm still here. I think I just lost my camera.
Yeah, just a video is gone.
Yeah, the video gone, but we can hear you though.
Okay. There we go. So let's talk about the receivers of Philadelphia. Let's go with Philly first. And Jeff, we'll start out with you. There's a big thing with this whole AJ Brown thing, and you got a speedster. Did your third receiver even make a catch? This is not a shot. This is just I'm just asking a question here. I don't recall any production out of your slot receiver.
It was Jahad Dotson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think our third wide receiver had any catches.
Mm.
So what are you guys feeling about this whole AJ Brown thing? You know, because we on the outside, we're hearing that, you know, he's disgruntled and this and that and the other. And then, you know, we hear reports that, oh, everything is all fine and dandy, but we just feel like that there's something wrong in that locker room when it comes to AJ Brown.
It's fodder.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's all fodder. He's frustrated because the production that he expects for the team to have with the talent that we have in the locker room is not there, right? Everybody has been pointing to play calling, right? Everybody, not just internally, externally, pundits, radio, TV analysts, everybody. The play calling is elementary, and that's being generous, right? There's no creativity. People are starting to understand exactly what we're going to do before we do it. I said it before, it's giving me reminders of 2023. However, it's not the same kind of team as 2023. We actually have a defense this time. There's a huge difference. The offense can struggle. The offense still has the ability to strike. We saw it in the first half of the last game and in other games that we've done this year. We're just not doing it. It's a lot of talk. It's a lot of fodder, but it's all coming down to the play calling.
Wayne?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in agreement on the play call, and he is terrible. And AJ Brown is right that, you know, the game before this one, he only had 2 targets. That's malpractice. But I think you got to handle yourself with a little more maturity, a little more professionalism. And for the life of me, I can't understand why, you know, his feelings aren't being hurt. Why does he have to go on streaming platforms, and why does he have to do all this stuff? You're talking to the coaches every day, and it just adds, you know, shit in the game when it doesn't need to be there. I understand you're frustrated, and you should be frustrated, but on the other end, you know, you were 8-2. You know, you were in a situation where you could have, you know, at least had a share of the number 1 seed. And then it's a bad look. I don't know if, you know, it's not, it's just a kind of anecdotal, I guess, but he was smiling and giggling after this game. You know, he had 9 catches or whatever. And he just, you know, he didn't look as upset after this loss than he did after our win. So there's something about that guy. I'm in the middle here, and I'm kind of like, you know, since we have this great GM in Howie Roseman, I call him Ski Mask Howie. He probably could have got a king's ransom for this dude if he traded him at the deadline, you know. And we could have had
It couldn't have happened.
Why couldn't it
$90
happen?
million in dead cap this year. There's $45 million in dead cap next year. AJ's not going anywhere for at least another year. It's not going to happen. Nobody's willing to eat that much money.
Why not? They're playing wide receivers all kinds of money. Why not?
$45 million in dead cap. We can't afford $45 million in dead cap right now.
Well, like I said, they're paying wide receivers a lot of money. I don't know, you know, Howie has done so many miraculous things, but he don't necessarily have to be on this team for another 2 or 3 years. That's especially if he's with this type of attitude. So no, I don't agree with you there. I think that there is a good chance, you know, that he won't be an Eagle next year.
Well, we're going to turn to our two wide receivers, Pickens and CD. You know, we've already kind of talked about it a little bit. Nikki.
I mean, it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like to me, it feel like at some parts of the game or some parts of it, it kind of feels like CD feels like he is in a competition with George instead of them being teammates. That they both trying to accomplish the same thing. And I think sometimes CD get in his own head because he see what George doing and how much gloat and love George getting, from how he's playing. And I just think CD just need to get out of his own head and just go back to who CD was and just continue to play his game. Because we know he can do it. Now we know Pickens playing. We know not only is he paying for a contract, so of course he's gonna be a little bit more turned up. He playing for a contract, but at the same time, it's also that Pickens is a dog. He getting up and getting balls. He getting up and like some of them balls that we would expect CD to get up and get. That's what Pickens doing. And to be honest, right now, I have to say Pickens is our number one.
Definitely.
He's our number one right now. And that's not nothing against Lamb. No knock on Lamb. I'm still a Lamb fan. I still rock with Lamb, still whatever. But he has to get out of his own head. And I just think he needs to understand and realize that Pickens is not his competition. They doing and they playing for the same team, and we both need them to do the same thing. We need both of them because them balls that CD dropped and that one touchdown that CD dropped, that was big. That was big, and I don't know. It kind of just looked like at one point or two, Lamb stopped on his route. I know that very first one, it was a really big miscommunication between him and Dak. And I don't know if Dak decided to go to Pickens a little bit more after that because he kind of trusted Pickens a little bit more because it was like everything he tried to do when he sent it to Lamb was dropping it. So it was kind of like he was losing his confidence in Lamb at that moment. Not saying that he don't still rock with Lamb and he don't still gonna throw the ball to Lamb, but I think he felt more confident that Pickens was gonna go up and get those balls. Now Lamb did come through for us on that big 50-yard chunk. He came through. We needed it. He did come through, but it was three big moments that we needed him, and he dropped the ball. I mean, he did the same thing in the first game against Philly. He dropped balls that could have actually won the game then. So that's it. I mean, I just don't need him to think that. I don't need him to think that Lamb is his competition. That's not Lamb, not his competition. Lamb is his. That's his equal. We need both of y'all. We that's why they got both of y'all on the field. We need both of y'all. That's it for me.
All right, Kenyatta.
I don't know what's going on with Lamb. Lamb should be used to this though. We had Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? So Lamb should be used to this. I just think maybe it could be a little mental with him. I don't know. His concentration is off when he's playing against the Eagles because he dropped 4 passes the first game, 3 passes this game. So I don't know about the whole competitive thing with him and basically Pickens because they seem like they get along. They really get along. I just want Lamb to basically concentrate a little bit more because he wasn't always a number one for us anyway when we had Amari. So he should be used to this particular situation. I just want him to concentrate a little bit more because we're going to need him. He needs to focus. He needs to focus more because those easy drops, those extend drives, we rest our defense, and we can put games away. Because this is not the first time we actually had a conversation about him dropping balls over the last 4 to 5 years. This is not the first time we had this discussion about Lamb. The first year when he didn't play with CD, he was like, is he really a number one? He was dropping balls that Monday night against the Giants. We talked about that. So there are times when CD Lamb will have the drops because there's a lack of communication. I mean, lack of concentration. So this may be in his head. I don't know what it is, but he has to correct it. He has to correct him. But Pickens right now is the closest thing to Randy Moss, and Randy Moss even said that too. He's not dropping anything. Whatever. He's not dropping. I call him Spider-Man. Right now, Pickens is Spider-Man to me because he's not dropping anything. Whatever concentration that he's doing, maybe Lamb needs to be like, you know what? We teammates. Let me pick up on something that he's doing, and vice versa.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want Lamb to actually look at certain things that he's doing and say, maybe I can improve. Because they're teammates. They're not here competing against one another. They're teammates. You learn a little bit from him. He learns a little bit from you, and you keep it moving. Because we're trying to achieve the same goal. We're trying to win. So that's my take on the whole thing. But I love Pickens. I love Lamb. I just want Lamb to concentrate a little bit more.
All right, Mr. Cowboy.
I'm starting to wonder if CD Lamb need to be wearing 88. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, because I mean number 88 in Dallas, that's a clutch receiver, dude. That's who you look for in big moments. Like this, like historically throughout this franchise, number 88 has been the guy, man. Well, you know, when we lose in the San Fran 21-0 in the NFC Championship, Jordan looked at Mike, said, "I'm coming to you. I don't care what they running." And Mike 8. You know what I'm saying? That's what 88 in Dallas does. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm scared of this dude in the clutch, man. I am.
Don't forget about Dez.
Yeah, I'm like Dez. Yeah, Dez was the same way. Dez was a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Jump ball king. But this in the clutch, I'm scared of this dude, man. I am. And I don't know if it's mental. I kind of agree with Boog that his concentration clearly not there. But he need to get it together, man. He need to change his number. Do something. like maybe all this is too big for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to him. But yeah, he need to, you know, something ain't right. Something ain't clicking up there.
But he got to keep the number though. He has to keep the number. That
number come with something, Boog. You talking about wearing 88 in Dallas? That come with something, bro. You have to. That's a standard. You dig what I'm saying? And he not playing up to that standard, man. He not.
We know that, bro. But think about the psyche. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, you couldn't handle the number 88, so you had to change it." Think about that.
You got two options. You got two options: get a number up or step your game up. One of the two.
Step your game
up. One of the two, man. Step your game up or get a number up, man.
Because that's gonna come. You think Stephen A. Smith don't have nothing to talk about now? You do that and see what Stephen A. Smith gonna do.
Man, don't listen to Stephen A. Smith. Why you even listen to Stephen A. Smith?
But I'm just saying, listen, we can talk about Stephen A. Smith, but sometimes he does make some valid points. But all I'm saying is that CD cannot change his number. He has to keep 88 as long as he's.
If I had my way, I would love to let CD have that number and he just step his game up.
Yes.
You know, when he own, he top 5.
He own.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he own. But we ain't top. Screw the Eagles game. The end of the Raiders game, we should have put up 40 on the Raiders.
Yeah, he dropped that pass too.
Yeah, you butt naked and on the drag route. Butt naked. That hit you there in the hand.
He was wide open. He dropped Pickens would have dropped that ball.
Pickens would have caught that on one hand, man. Yeah, Pickens would have caught that in one hand. So he got to get it together, man.
So here's my take on it, and I'm probably going to say something very unpopular right now. Number Pickens has proven to us that he doesn't need 88 on the field to eat.
He has.
Yeah, you're right.
He has.
But CD hasn't proven that he don't need Pickens on the field.
Let's not find out though.
Well,
we saw that. We last year, and I'm gonna go into the first half. I'm going back to the first half. I think that because Pickens was 3 targets for three catches in the first half, I think that Dak started trying to force the ball to CD.
I do too.
And in the middle of that first quarter into the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to force the ball in the CD. Pickens had 9 targets. Actually, he had 10 targets. One of them was a pass interference. So if you take that pass interference call out, He had 9 targets with 9 catches for 146 yards. You can't get no more perfect than that.
So, but I'm talking about the 10 times. So the other target was a PI. So every time we went his way, we got something.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Spider-Man, baby. I told you.
Whereas Lamb had
that's crazy.
Lamb had 11 targets for 4 receptions. And we're saying 3 drops. I thought I counted 4. 4 drops. So if he would have caught those 4 drops, he would have been 11 targets, 8 catches for probably around the same amount of yards that Pickens would have had.
Yeah, because he had some run after catch on a couple of those, man.
Yes.
Did he drop? Yeah.
He had a big third down in the first half that he dropped that we had to end up punting on. You know, so that's why I'm making the statement that Pickens has proven, because when Lamb was out, Pickens ate. So Pickens has proven, he has proven to us that he don't need, you know, he doesn't need 88 on the field to eat. But let me throw this. Let me throw this question out there. Yeah, go ahead.
So with that being said, we got 2 first-round picks next year, right? What if Jeremiah Smith is on the board, one of them first-round picks?
He can't be. He's a sophomore.
He's sophomore. He can't come out yet.
He can't come out. He's a sophomore. He can't.
Well, never mind.
He's a true sophomore. He's a true sophomore.
Well, can I say? I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
They're talking about put a franchise tag on Pickens, and I'm gonna tell you that's not gonna work. He's not the kind of guy that's gonna, you know, stand for that. So there's gonna be some acrimony one way or the other when it comes with him. And for me, I say sign him, and CD can go.
What?
Yeah, what is what? You mean you're gonna put?
It says we're gonna be in the same situation. We're gonna be in the same situation with AJ Brown. It's gonna be too big of a cap hit. It's gonna be too much dead money.
Okay. You think he's gonna just sit there and take the tag?
Well,
listen, they already talked about that already. They already talked about that. It's up to his agent.
His agent ain't gonna settle for that. If it's up to his agent, they're gonna fight for
tag him, and then you can extend them. That's
it. Yeah, he ain't gonna want no tag. He gonna want security. There's nobody in the NFL that wants to be tagged. Nobody. Not especially not an ascending wide receiver that is Moss-like you said. He's not gonna stand for no tag. It's not gonna happen.
Listen, he comes to Dallas, right? He improved his image. So he loves playing here. So he's gonna have to sacrifice certain things because he loves playing, and he has a quarterback now.
That dude will be welcomed anywhere in the NFL.
He will.
Listen, it's
but was that the case before this year, though?
Huh?
Was that the case before this year? Would he been welcomed anywhere before this year?
No.
Well, there was a yes, there were. Yes, there were. Yes, there were a lot of people. Yes, there were. They looked at the Steelers quarterbacking. And they were like, "Yo, this dude, he's like AJ Brown. They want to be the man. They want to be ascending. In Dallas, he can be the man. He can be the number one guy over there. And I doubt very seriously he's going to stand there. His agent, he's going to put it off on his agent, of course, but he's going to tell his agent, I ain't taking no damn tag. This guy may be he may have the most yards at the end of this whole thing at the end of the season. So." You know, I don't think his agent or himself or his people are going to say stay for a tag because you're a Dallas Cowboy. Oh, hell no.
All right, let me tell you something.
Let's think. Hold on, time. Let's think about this though. I don't think Jerry's going to make the same mistake with Pickens that he made with Parsons.
It was no mistake with Parsons, though. It was
a mistake with Parsons.
You can stop the run now. You couldn't stop the run with Parsons.
No, what I'm saying is somebody that Jerry really wanted to keep. Jerry wanted to keep Parsons.
He wanted to keep Parsons. He wanted
to keep Parsons, and we talked about this, but there was some that when Parsons got to talking that shit, you know, outside, and I'll let Nikki go into that part. When you know, because she knows the 411 on that, but Jerry was being petty by letting Parsons go. So I don't think he's going to make the mistake. And Jerry has said that he wants to sign Pickens.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I think that's going to
But he ain't going to sign it on tag.
Here's another thing. Jerry will be petty to sign Pickens for an extension. Why? Because they have the same agent.
Of course.
Because Jerry is petty. He's going to say, look, see here, Micah, if you would have just listened to me and followed my lead, you could have got an extension too, just like Pickens did. I'm telling you, Jerry's petty as hell, and he's going to do that. Watch.
And CD, and CD can't go nowhere next year for us. Because he is, if we lost CD, we would, the cap number would be $69 million in dead cap.
So he about got a restructuring. This time he about got a restructuring next year.
Why we can't have both though? That's my thing. Why we can't have both?
I'm not saying you can't have both. All I said was that Pickens is not going to sign on no franchise tag. He's not going to do it. Nobody in that position would do it.
We're going to see. To be determined.
I think so. Here's how I think it's probably going to play out. If they can't come with an agreement right after the season, that tag, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit with that tag.
He's gonna get hit with the tag.
And then they're gonna negotiate because he loves. Pickens has expressed himself that he loves playing with Dak. He loves being in Dallas. He loves the team. So Jerry said, he just said it Sunday because that's one of the first questions they asked him in the press conference was about Pickens. And Nikki, you can probably elaborate on that.
He said it. Yeah. That's basically what he said. He said that he said after he said I don't want no 5-3 the fan this morning too. He said that he don't see Pickens playing anywhere else but in Dallas in 2026. He said he's one of my 2 receivers that I have to keep together. Whatever it takes and whatever we need to do to get it done, we will make sure that it happens.
Okay. Yeah, well, that goes along with what I'm saying. He's going to sign him. It's not going to be a franchise tag. Pickens' agent is not going to settle for that.
No, he fight real hard against tags.
Yeah. So, you got this ascending player. You'll say he's Moss like he going to try to actually break the bank, become the number 1 receiver. The timing is there. So I don't know what y'all gonna do with that. You got 2 talented receivers, but
we had 2 talented receivers before though. We had Lamb and Cooper. The only reason why Cooper was traded because he wouldn't take the COVID shot. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. I think the difference between this team. I think that we're not building this team for this year. I think we're building this team has been built for next year.
Yep. It has.
And regardless, we'll go back to the whole we're gonna make the playoffs or not make the playoffs conversation. I think everybody on this panel, with the exception of Jeff and Wayne, us other 4 have all said that we didn't have any expectations for this season. We have 0 expectations for the season. If we do, we do. If we don't, we knew what this roster was at the beginning of the season. Back in August, we said that this roster was not built to win. We knew that. And then when Michael Parsons got traded, we damn sure knew that we weren't going to do anything. And then we went through the first, that we played hard against the Eagles. Yes, we did. But every game after that, this defense was horrendous.
Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes, Lord. Non-existent.
Historically bad. And I don't think not one of us on this panel said, you know what, we're still going to make the playoffs. We're still not going to make the playoffs. Now, with our revamped defense, we're saying there's a slim chance. But if we don't make the playoffs, I don't think any of us won't be surprised. But I guarantee you that the team that we're building this year, with the draft picks that we got
now, it's
coming up,
next year's your year.
It's
usually this year's our year, so now it's next year's our year.
I never said that statement. I don't even say.
I think you probably, if you have 2 picks, like you said, you should have a strong team.
Yeah, but I've never. There's one thing you have never heard come out of my mouth is that this is our year. Never in my whole life have I ever said that. Even when we was 13-3. When Dak and Zeke was a rookie, and I was at a watch party, and we were about to play the Packers. I told somebody then, I said, it's the playoff, it's the NFL, and it's any given Sunday. You can't. I think if you want me to be totally honest, I think our best year to have won the Super Bowl was a Dez Ketchuk year.
Ooh,
yep, yeah, that was it right there.
That's the only year that I had a feeling in my heart that we could have made it to the Super Bowl and won it.
Not Dak's rookie year though. That rookie year
no. I didn't have it.
Yeah.
It was a magical year, but I was one of the few fans that said I didn't think that we was gonna make it to the Super Bowl. You know. And it wasn't that I didn't think the team was good. It wasn't that I felt like I'm just realistic about it. Do I hope we make it to the playoffs this year? Damn right. Because if we make it in, I think that we're going to be a scary out for somebody. We're going to be.
Yes, sir.
I
agree.
I just want to say one thing. I really think y'all getting a false sense of, stuff over the last 2 weeks. These games, you played probably 2 of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. And the next 2 games is going to be such a different experience for you. And then I just really think you should, be thinking about next year, because you're not going to get in. It's just not going to happen. And I say that because, again, you're putting so much on teams that, our running game is pathetic. The Raiders is probably even worse. They're about the same. And you're putting all this stuff about this 5-man front against teams that haven't run the ball at all year. And you're gonna have Kansas City. I think they're getting one of their backs back, I think.
They're getting Isaiah Pacheco
back. It doesn't matter though.
Everything doesn't matter to you, K-Book. Everything doesn't matter to you.
You know why?
But they're getting him back. They got a running game. They're on a bit of a roll themselves.
Who?
And the Chiefs.
They just won one game.
They won one game, bro.
Their game Sunday is the first game they won.
Exactly.
And so they lost 3 in a row.
And then you got to play Detroit. So
can I tell you something real quick? Hold on here.
Yeah, you said they won 2 in a row, and you
Giants should have beat Detroit, man. I watched that game too. The Giants was lighting them up, and we're better than them.
Yeah, Giants was lighting them. Jameis Winston was lighting them up.
I'm telling you guys is
Jameis Winston threw for a touchdown, caught a touchdown.
Don't put so much weight in the last 2 weeks. That's all I'm
Listen,
telling
we
you.
have a championship
I'm just
offense.
telling you now.
Our defense is okay. We just needed to be middle of the pack, but we have a championship offense. So why can't we?
I'm just going to say, and I hope I get this invitation the next 2 weeks. I just hope.
You're only as good as your last game, right?
Thank you.
What's
going to be said?
No. I'm not talking about the Eagles and the Cowboys. I'm talking about you're only as good as your last game. Did not Kansas City struggle against Indy?
Yes.
Indy is one of the top teams in the league.
Did that? I don't think Indy's one of the top teams.
What are you talking about?
Let me finish. I think their record is one of the top teams, but I don't think they really beat a really solid team.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh had their way with them.
Yeah, tell me what team that tell me what solid team that they beat.
I would have to look and see, man.
Okay.
All I know
Pittsburgh
is
had their way with them. That Pittsburgh game kind of got my attention.
So let's go to Detroit. Let's go to
I'm trying to say.
Hold on. I hear what you're saying, but let's go to Detroit and the Giants. Jahmyr Gibbs had a hell of a game.
Yeah, he did.
200-something yards rushing, right? But they still struggled against the fucking Giants.
Yep.
They had to take them
Jameis
overtime.
Winston, bro. Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
So you're only as good as your last game.
Mr. 40-40.
Are y'all gonna invite me next week? That's what I want to. Are y'all gonna invite me back next week?
This
or are you gonna see if y'all win or not, and then invite me on?
No, this has nothing to do with whether you win.
I just asked you a question. I ain't got the answer. I haven't got the answer yet.
We not running.
We have no problem with you coming back. Whether you win it
okay. That's what. Okay. That's what.
No problem.
Yeah, I want to see what you say if we lock the Chiefs running game up. I want to see what you say then.
Okay, if you do,
I want to see what you say then.
I'll say.
I want to see what you say then.
And I'll say that's the second team y'all beat that's over 500. If you do that. But I just want to know. Y'all answer my question. That's all. That's all I wanted to know.
We're a different team. We're a different team with Q. We're a different team with Q, Overshown, Revel, Wilson. We're a different team now. Wayne, it's not the same team we were.
That's it. That defense is totally different.
You gotta understand that. We got newcomers coming. We had trades. We had people coming back from IR. So we're a different team.
So it's the same thing with you guys. It's the same game. It's the same thing with you guys' defense.
Our defense did improve with Phillips. Yes.
Yeah, Phillips is a beast.
Yes,
I'm gonna give you that.
We were still winning games without him.
But you were winning games, but your defense was a beast when that guy came on the field. When he got it changed perspective of your whole defense.
But we also added Nakobe Dean was out. The other outside linebacker was out. Guys were out.
So that's what K Boogie and them were saying.
I just said the same thing though.
We got players back. We got players back from injury.
Okay.
We're saying the same thing that you're saying.
Like I said, I'll see y'all next week. I'll see y'all over the next week.
Listen, Overshown is better than Nakobe Dean.
I'll see y'all over the next. Yeah, okay.
I guarantee
this is what happens, and this is why when I call y'all delusional, y'all win a couple games, and all of a sudden your players are better than this players. Your players are better than that players. These players are so good.
Did we say that we had any players good? We said we got players.
I said Overshown was better than Nakobe Dean.
Okay.
I said that.
Okay.
And I stand on that. I'm not wavering from that. I'll stand on that.
I hope you're standing on the brakes there, K-Bo.
What'd you say?
I said I hope you're standing on the brakes because
I
don't want you to pump them. I want you to move to a screeching halt with that shit.
Jeff, if Overshown was not injured,
this is the delusional stuff that I talk about all the time.
He's a better playmaker than Nakobe Dean. Y'all know that. I'm not trying to hear that.
So I'm gonna give you my take on Nakobe Dean, and then I'm gonna give you my take on Overshown.
Yo, this road's right over here anyway.
Yeah, I think that Dean is a much stronger. I think he's much stronger than Overshown. I think he's a better pass rusher than Overshown. But I think that Overshown is a better sideline linebacker.
He is.
I think he's probably going to be a better coverage than Dean is.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
No.
Overshown.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I said he's going to be a better coverage. He has the speed.
He'll be a better coverage
linebacker. I'm giving you your props on Dean. I think he's stronger and a better pass rusher.
Okay, now, watch this, Sean. Watch this, Sean. Wayne, let me ask you a question, Wayne. Who covers better, a safety or a linebacker? Which one would you think covers better, a safety or a linebacker?
I know where you're going with this.
I would think that a safety is a secondary player. He would cover better wide receiver.
Okay, Overshown is a converted safety. Okay. That's why I asked you that.
So what difference does that make?
Thank you very much.
So he changed his position. That means he's better. He changed his position. That means he's better than the other guy. Your logic sometimes is just mind-boggling.
Coverage.
This is the same guy who talked to me, looked me in the face, and talked about choking while he's wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. Come on, man.
Yeah, because going 10-1 and losing the division is choking. Being up 21 to nothing and losing and
not
choking.
sniffing an NFC championship in 3 decades is choking too.
We just talking about players and whatever.
But what I'm trying to tell you is it happens all the time. You'll win a little something, and then now it's better than this, and you're better than that.
Stay moving.
Relax. Stay in your lane. You're
all the man said was Overshown was a better coverage. That's all the man said, bro.
And I disagreed.
You can disagree.
And you talking about his position? Who cares?
No, but you made my point for me. I appreciate you though.
You had no point. You had no point. There's no proof.
You made my point.
He changed his position.
All right, so you know what? This has been a very, very entertaining, very entertaining show today. Yeah. So we're gonna go into our picks because technically it's getting close to old man time. So we're gonna go into our picks for the week.
Can we start with the?
Give me a break. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're gonna put the Eagles and the Cowboys last. That's how we do. That's how we do it here.
I hear you. Sure.
That's how we do it here. So we're gonna have the Eagles and the Cowboys last. We are on week number
13.
13. Yep. All right. So Thanksgiving. I gotta get my picks in. You got Green Bay at Detroit.
Ooh.
Detroit is favored by 2.5 points.
It's almost a pick 'em then. They get the home team 3 off the muscle. Do y'all trust Jared Goff against that front?
Nope.
Jared Goff been looking a little scary lately, man. He have.
But do you trust Jordan Love though? That's another thing. Jordan Love hasn't been playing well either.
Jordan Love could just chuck it up at times. He just
Jordan Love hasn't been playing well.
He just be fuck it.
Detroit playing at home though.
They was say Detroit is playing at home,
and they coming off a big win in overtime Sunday from the Giants. Jordan Love been iffy these last couple of games.
Yeah, really, both. I think both of them been iffy.
Both of them,
both of them been iffy.
But Green Bay has
all right,
a better.
So let's start at Jeff at the bottom here. Jeff, who you got?
Detroit.
He said Detroit. Nikki
taking the line.
Detroit.
Wayne.
Detroit.
Okay, Mr. Cowboy.
I'm gonna go Green Bay, man. I think Parsons make a statement.
All right, K Boogie.
I'm going Green Bay. Didn't Green Bay beat them the last time they played on Thanksgiving?
Not sure.
Yeah, they did.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Green Bay surprised them. That was last year because Detroit. Yeah, Green Bay surprised them.
I'm going with Green Bay because I think that Michael Parsons wants to show the world and Jerry Jones that he didn't win this trade.
Yeah, that's been the chatter.
Yeah, that's the chatter. That's the chatter. And you know, Michael Parsons he don't mind challenging.
But he can't do it for just one game.
Yeah, but
anyway.
Listen, it's one game with Thanksgiving right before the Cowboys play, so you know how that goes.
I'm going Detroit because I think Detroit has a better offensive line. So let's go Cincinnati at Baltimore. K Boogie.
The Ravens.
Rich Cowboy.
Hey man, Joe Burrow back.
Yep, Joe Burrow back.
Joe Burrow is back.
Joe Burrow back, man.
Yeah, he back.
I'm gonna go Baltimore. I think Joe will be a little rusty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Baltimore. I think Baltimore gonna win the division.
Terrible, though.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Them boys are terrible on defense.
And Higgins will be coming off of a concussion protocol. So, Nikki, who you got? I'm sorry,
Baltimore.
Wayne, did I ask you?
Oh.
Baltimore. Wayne,
Yeah, I'm Raven. Me?
Raven. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravens. I think they found their
Baltimore.
stride.
Okay. And Batman.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore with no Higgins and Joe being out for the last however long.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Baltimore.
I think Joe gonna be a little rusty.
All right. We're going to Sunday's game. We got San Francisco at Cleveland. Shadour's second start. Let's go with Go Batman here.
You know what? Give me Carolina.
No, they played Carolina last night.
Oh, that's right. Who was it?
San Francisco,
Cleveland. That's right. It's still a C. Give me Shedeur and Cleveland.
Okay, Nikki.
Oh, they playing in San Francisco.
No, they playing in Cleveland.
Miles Garrett coming for Purdy.
Yeah, Miles Garrett might have him.
Man, did Purdy look bad last night?
Oh my God, he looked
shouldn't have
bad
played last night.
He was throwing interceptions on a regular.
He threw 3 picks last night.
It should have been 4
on a regular.
But I don't know. I still feel like Niners got a little bit more on the Cleveland side. But you know what? I'm a rock with Shedeur. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna rock with Shedeur.
All right, Wayne.
I'm going with Garrett, and I'm banking that he's gonna be the game record that he is, and get to golf. And there's gonna be a lot of tip passes and ill-advised throws, and I think that that's going to be just enough for Shedeur to get a couple of touchdowns this week. Some short fields for him to get some touchdowns.
Right.
All right, Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah, I have Wayne's having. I have Wayne's having.
All right, I like that. We agree on something.
Yeah, we agree on something.
Hey, Boogie.
Yeah, you know what? I was torn, but I'm going to pick the Browns because of their running game. Even though I think McCaffrey's going to go off. McCaffrey's going to go off, but the Browns have a two-headed monster at running back.
They do.
That's all that they need, and it might rain or snow in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And the last time the 49ers played Cleveland away, they lost. So I'm gonna go with the Browns.
All right, so we got a sweep there. I'm going with the Browns because I feel like that they have a better defense than San Francisco. San Francisco's their dogs are hurt.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, their dogs are out. So I'm going with Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right, we got I really didn't have to pick this one. Jacksonville at Tennessee. I kind of think I know where everybody's going with this game.
Jacksonville.
Duval.
I like sunshine.
All right. All right, let's go with Houston at Indianapolis.
This is a spicy one here.
Yeah.
Two dome teams.
CJ Stroud back. But CJ Stroud ain't the one goddamn winning.
That's right, it's Mills.
Nah.
It's that defense.
That's that defense.
That defense
and
nasty,
Mills. Where they playing at?
They playing Indy.
They playing in Indy.
Oh.
They're both dome teams, so it doesn't really.
Oh, yeah, they both dome teams.
And Indy don't have a bad defense.
No, and they got the number 1 running back.
Yeah,
they do. And they didn't run him enough last week.
They didn't run him enough last week. That's what happened. They stopped running the ball.
So Danny Dimes is going back to Danny Dimes too. So
you think so? Nah, I don't know, but I think that New York Daniel Jones gonna pull up, man.
Yeah, Danny Dimes. That's what I said. Danny Dimes going.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, Danny Dimes. Yeah, Danny Dimes gonna pull up.
But I'm not confident in CJ Stroud coming back. I'm not confident in him because he wasn't looking good even before he had the concussions.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I'm not confident.
I'm going Indy. I'm going Indy because I think they're gonna run Jonathan Taylor 35 times. You know,
I'm going with the majority.
I watched Texans play that last game, and
their defense is tough.
It is ridiculous.
Man, they terrible.
Man, their defense is beasting.
My God. And I'm going to lean towards them. I'm going to lean towards Texans.
We had their defense and our offense. Ooh, woo.
The defense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jonathan Taylor. I'm not leaning. Taylor. That's the only thing. And I think he would go off.
Yeah, I think they at home. I just think, like I said, this is going to be CJ Stroud first game back in a couple of games. And he wasn't already playing good before they left.
And I got to think about it. Indy's defense ain't that bad either.
That's what I'm
Indy's a
saying.
good team.
And ain't this a division game?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, who you got? Yeah, who you got, Jeff?
So I'm lone wolfing it, I think.
No,
Yeah,
I'm taking Houston. I just don't think that. I think Indy is finally getting exposed. I think we'll see the real Daniel Jones come right on back. I don't care how much they give it to Jonathan Taylor, right? That'll help, but you can't unfix.
But if they can't run it,
Danny
then they're
Wood
gonna
Nichols
rely on him to pass. If they can't run it, they're gonna rely on him to pass, and that's when he's gonna turn back into Daniel Jones.
Don't do that. Don't depend on him to throw you into a win. Don't do it.
All right. The next game, I don't think there's really too much discussion about. We got New Orleans at Miami. So
They don't even. I don't even care.
That's
They don't
pick
even
'em.
matter.
Yeah.
And I'm damn sure ain't picking the Saints.
We know.
All right, the next one is kind of the same. Atlanta at New York at the Jets. Sorry.
But that could be a little spicy though.
It's a pick'em game though. It's a pick'em game.
Is it?
Yeah.
I picked the Falcons.
That's at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Ooh, Kirk Cousins playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is playing.
Penix is done for the year.
Yeah.
And where's that game?
He may be done for
It's
the year.
in New York. It's in New York.
Jersey, baby.
I'm sorry, it's in New Jersey.
What's the weather like?
Oh,
it's it's gonna be like 40 degrees outside. 40.
Oh, it's gonna be
degrees.
decent. It ain't
gonna be too bad.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going Atlanta. I take Kirk Cousins.
I'm gonna take Kirk.
They've got to start running Bijan Robinson again. They
do.
Yeah,
they
do.
So if they run him, I'll go Atlanta.
I'm taking the Jets.
Okay.
I'm taking the Jets. Even after letting Quentin Williams go, right? The defense for New York has looked serviceable.
His brother playing linebacker. His brother playing middle linebacker.
I don't feel like
so
even with Kirko coming back, I just don't feel like Atlanta has enough.
What you doing,
really
dude?
Make any splashes, and I like what the Jets are doing right now.
No, ma'am.
So.
Don't forget though, because Tampa Bay lose again, Atlanta wins, they'd be 1 game out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The South is wild right now. Carolina is right there, tied for first place.
Yeah. Carolina right there.
Carolina gonna lose to the Rams though, so there you go.
No doubt.
Well, you got Arizona and Tampa next.
I'm taking Tampa.
Baker's
Still
hurt.
taking Tampa.
Even if Baker's hurt.
Baker's
out, right?
Yeah,
Baker's
out.
Baker's hurt.
Who's their backup?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, Teddy B.
Teddy Two Hands.
Wait,
gloves.
they put in they're gonna put Bridgewater in and not Kyle Trask?
Yeah, they had put him in last week.
Yeah, they put him in last week.
Yeah. Teddy B came in when Baker went out.
Give me the Bucs.
Okay. K Boogie already mentioned the Rams at Carolina. I think we sleep. I
don't know. Matthew Stafford's playing lights out right now, man. He's
man.
the best quarterback. Yes,
that's who I'm scared of. That's
whole offense. That whole offense is solid.
That's a scary team,
The
man.
defense not playing bad either, though.
Nah, but they offense is really clicking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Devontae Adams showing out.
They have
a
play call. They have a play caller on their team.
Yeah, McVay a bad boy.
Yeah, Sean McVay, yeah, he a bad boy.
Yeah.
I want Carolina to win, but I know LA will.
Why we back on Carolina? He want that.
And then you just said?
Nah, I need Carolina to lose. I need them to keep losing. They have the tiebreak over us. So I need them to lose.
We need them to lose.
All right, we
need
got
them to keep losing.
Tiebreakers. Minnesota at Seattle. That's a
easy.
no-brainer. Seattle. You got Buffalo at Pittsburgh.
Ooh, that's gonna be a nice one right there.
Yeah.
Defense
Bills signed Brandon Cook today.
Sure did.
But it's their defense though. The Buffalo defense doesn't travel well though.
Yeah, their defense have been lacking. So it's Buffalo.
So what's going on? What's going on Pittsburgh? What's going on with Aaron Rodgers?
He is.
Is he out?
I think they say he's going to try and play this week. I think.
Yeah.
Or they say that he was going to be out this week.
But he still got one bad hand though.
Yeah, that's that.
His wrist.
I mean, they said it was a fracture.
His wrist.
Yeah, it is. They said it was a fracture, but I don't trust that quarterback situation. Yeah, I don't trust that quarterback situation, man.
But do you trust Josh Allen though? Josh Allen's been throwing some picks and doing crazy things right now.
That's Josh Allen.
Well, it's when that defense coming for him. He, it's like when it's a defense coming for him, and his O-line ain't really been helping him.
They ain't, because
his
O-line threw a part on it,
and the line
Houston threw a part on it, man.
The line is nothing but 3.5 points.
For who?
For the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills and Pittsburgh.
They're road favorites by 3.5.
Buffalo is favored by 3.5. So that says something there.
Yeah.
No.
But I think what they playing at?
They playing Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
I think I'm gonna still go with the Bills though. I think because of Aaron Rodgers' situation with his other hand being fractured and all that, that's gonna play a role on how he handled the ball and stuff.
Yeah, I don't trust the quarterback situation. Yeah.
All right, Buffalo, I'm gonna give y'all one more shot.
The next one is a no-brainer. You got the Raiders at the Chargers.
That's easy money for the Chargers.
Yeah, that should be an easy game.
You know what? It might be, but those two teams hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and Raiders played the division opponents pretty tough too, because they gave them all they wanted.
Those two teams are like us and Philly. So
yeah.
Well, I think if Geno cut down on the interceptions and stuff,
he ain't got no line.
He ain't got nobody throw line.
But he ain't got no line, and he ain't got nobody throw the ball to neither. He ain't got no receivers neither.
If the Raiders put Max Crosby on the Chargers' weak side, they're gonna have Herbert's gonna have problems.
Mm-hmm.
With Joe Alt being out, Crosby could eat against that left tackle.
Shit, that's either side actually.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
but I'm saying even more so if they line him up on the weak side.
All right, we got Denver at Washington. I think that's the easy one. Denver.
Yeah,
Mariota's still in.
He's terrible.
Even though they're bringing Daniels back to practice, which I don't think they should do at all.
I think at this point they just need to let him heal.
They need to let him heal, man, because that was.
That's what they do in Washington, though. That's how they do their quarterbacks in Washington.
RG3.
That's how they do. That's what they do. Cleveland and Washington is the two that would kill a quarterback.
And the Jets. That's where you go to die if you're a quarterback. New York Jets.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers got lucky to get out of New York.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
All right, we got New York. We got the Giants at New England.
Shit. New England.
Hey, this game is going to be more competitive than you think. I'm taking the Patriots, but
I think it's going to come down to
I think that game going to be more competitive than what people think.
But I have a quick question before we get off of it. Like, what does this actually say about Russell Wilson that they went back to Jameis Winston? They went to Jameis over Russell, whatever, with Dart going out with the concussion and stuff. I just really wish he would have just went out on a high note. And just let it go and went out on a high note.
He did go out on a high note.
He got paid.
Shit, he's in New
York.
He
went on a high note because he threw a record. He threw his had the best game of his career against the Cowboys.
Exactly. He's good. Trust me. He's in New York. Sierra's in New York.
Yeah.
He's good. He don't care. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's good.
You know what happened to Russ Wilson?
I'm a whip.
He really and truly is Mr. Limited now.
Yeah.
Not Mr. Unlimited. He's limited. He's cooked. He's done. His career's over.
He don't care, man. He's in New York party.
Yeah.
It up, man.
He made so much money, man. He's good to go. And look at who his wife is. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He got Sierra. He's good. I wouldn't even worry about playing football.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. We're gonna do Chicago at Philly.
Woo! Uh-oh.
Well, you know who I'm picking.
I don't trust
Philly.
Caleb Williams on the road.
Good call on picking Philly, Mr. Cowboy.
I just don't trust Caleb on the road. That's the only thing. And it's Black Friday, and you know how he is. I don't know. And Philly's gonna be upset because they lost to the Cowboys. So
yeah, they're gonna be.
Yeah, they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be on one. I don't know though. Chicago got a good defense too, though.
Yeah, Chicago got a good D.
Yeah, but don't forget they played without
hurt.
3 of their starting linebackers.
Huh?
They didn't play. There's 3 starting linebackers was out last week. They're gonna be out on Friday too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's different.
Yeah.
Philly maybe able to get some run game going.
Maybe we can run. Maybe we can get 100 yards in. Maybe
that changed the game. Yeah, that changed the whole plan right there.
Saquon at least 25 times on Friday.
Well,
they may get the run game going.
Considering they only gave him 10 carries last game.
If Saquon hits 100, it'll be only the second time this season that he's rushed for over 100 yards.
What's the weather gonna be like? That's another thing too.
It don't matter.
Both of them are cold.
Both of them cold. They both used to playing in that kind of weather. So
it's not as windy in Philly as it is.
Yeah, I think that Ben Johnson is pretty innovative. He's an innovative coach, offensive-minded coach. So I think this game is going to be closer than what people think. But I'm gonna give the edge to Philly.
I'm gonna give the edge to Philly, but I'm gonna still hold Bears win.
It's gonna be 40.
I'm saying that too. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing.
But for my money, I'm gonna go on and pick Philly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Philly. I'm gonna pick
all right,
Philly.
we got Kansas City at Dallas. Kansas City is actually a 3.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Right.
The over-under, the over-under is 52.5 points.
It's that speed they have at wide receiver. They have a track team.
Yeah, they do have speed.
That's my concern is the wide receiver position and our cornerbacks.
Yeah, they got their speed. That's for sure.
Because Reed is going to exploit mismatches that we can't do. That's what's going to happen.
And Andy Reid does own us though, so that's my main concern right there.
He's another play. He can call plays, and it's just like I just don't think. I think he's going to take advantage of the opportunities that are there, and I don't think they're going to have 14 penalties. And I think the Chiefs are going to go in there and they're going to win the game. I think it's going to be a tough game, a good game, but I think their coaching staff is just much better than the Cowboys coaching staff.
But don't forget, their all-star guard is not playing.
Yeah, and that's their coaching staff. He's going to, unlike our team, where we should have been maybe rolling out some if the line isn't where it needs to be, doing something different to compensate for your deficiencies. Reed will do that where our clown, who we got calling the plays, wouldn't.
So, my heart 100% says Dallas.
But your mind?
My mind says whoever has the ball last is going to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever make the few mistakes.
Yeah.
Who turns the ball over the least?
Yep. Whoever has the few mistakes.
Mahomes can turn the ball over now too. Huh?
Yeah, and he's been
doing it.
If we can get pressure up the middle on Mahomes, then that's been his downfall. Putting pressure against Mahomes and playing a blanket zone. Now, this is the game that we need to be trying to play
zone. Yep.
Don't you dare play zone against Patrick.
He's been struggling. He's been shit up. So here's the thing about Patrick this season, and I heard this also from somebody else. If you notice, go back to the Indy game. If we can rush 4, because his safety net has always been on a passing game. His safety net has always been his tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey.
Yeah. Now, Wayne said something earlier that I 100% agree with. They're going to have to get the ball to their running backs on the outside. They get their ball. If Andy Reid gets the ball to the running backs out in the flats, and we can't cover that, then they're going to kill us. But Patrick Mahomes has struggled this season with pressure up the middle and zone behind.
So that's kind of what we do. That's kind of what we do right now.
That means Overshown really can't come off the field then. To be honest with you, he can't. And Wilson need to stay on the field more than anything else. To be honest,
that's saying that Keith Murray need to keep his ass on the sideline.
That's Nicky's boo. Don't be talking about Nicky's boo like
no. This is
who my boo?
Murray.
Oh no.
What's the little young kid's name? With the long hair, 35 for us.
Rebel.
Leofau.
Oh, number 34.
No, the linebacker. Yeah,
Leofau. Max Leofau.
This will be a game that he should play
in.
Yeah,
he's aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Yeah,
he's aggressive.
This
and
is him.
Pop you too.
But we probably know that's not going to happen. So, like I said, I really hope our Cowboys win. I said that if we lost a game
it'll be against them.
It'll be against
them. Yeah, that's the only game that really scared me down the stretch is this one right here.
Yeah.
So
that's just being Wayne. That's just being real.
You're not scared of Detroit at all, right? You're not worried about Detroit.
I'm not Detroit. I'm not scared of Detroit
because
right
Detroit's defense is subpar,
I'm not scared
man. Have you
I'm
watched
not scared
them play?
of Detroit.
And then Jared Goff will fold, man. I think if we can get pushed up the middle on Goff, he gonna fold.
Yeah.
The only way Detroit can possibly totally beat us is by running. If of course, give
Sonic and Knuckles get it going.
That's it. But I'm not scared. I'm still not scared. I'm not scared of Detroit.
Hey, Sean, let me go back to Kansas City real quick. You guys spend a lot of time talking about your defense stopping their offense. Let's not forget Spags, right?
Oh yeah,
right.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
not forget who they got as their defensive tackle, right?
Yep.
Let's
and
not
then
forget
Chris Jones,
right?
Let's
not forget that side of the ball,
your tackle
right?
is out, right?
That's why I said
it's not going to be an easy game.
Number 4, we lost to him, barely lost to him.
That's my only one that really scared me on that other side is that Chris Jones, and that's why I'm like, that gonna have to get that ball out real quick.
Yeah, their linebackers.
Reason why they won. Reason why they won.
Yeah, this is definitely got to be a game where CD cannot be dropping no damn balls
at all.
Man,
no turkey before the game. Keep the grease off the fingers, bro.
That's the game we need him to concentrate the most.
Because this game is similar like last week. If you don't win this game, y'all start talking about next year again.
No, we didn't. No, we can lose. We can lose one game out of the.
We can lose one game.
I'm not talking mathematics, dog. I'm not talking mathematics. I'm talking the rest.
But you have to though. But Wayne, that's just the way it is. You have to talk mathematics right now because that's the only thing we have to talk about.
Y'all lose this game, and then you go and play Detroit. Come on, man.
I'm not worried about Detroit.
Y'all got to win straight out. Y'all got to win out.
Detroit is not.
We can lose one.
Years past.
We can lose one.
Scared of Detroit.
We can lose one and get the last wild card spot. Is that what y'all talking
about? We can lose
one.
That tie fucked y'all up.
Have a chance. Actually, don't.
That tie might help us. Yeah, that tie might help us.
It might help.
That might help us. How is the tie gonna help you over a win?
You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You mean a loss? The tie?
No, because it doesn't count as a loss.
It don't count as a loss.
Exactly. We're not talking about
count as a win
either. It doesn't.
Okay.
So go back to when.
And Green Bay lost 2 games that they technically needed to win.
Well, I don't know how things are going to play out at the end of this.
Think about this, Wayne. Think about the game where the kid in Buffalo got hurt, and Hamlin got hurt, and those 2 teams, because of the NFL didn't count that game. Those 2 teams didn't count. They didn't have the extra loss on their records. The seeding for Buffalo was an advantage for them because they didn't have that extra loss on their record.
Okay, let's see. You want to look at mathematics.
You want to
right?
flip that paper for us. Flip paper for yourself.
Well,
I am flipping my paper for myself.
hold on.
I am.
Well,
I am.
It is.
Exactly
But
what
it's
I'm
gonna
doing.
be. It's kind of too late
Because
to
this is
be
where the
flipping-
delusion. This is
No,
where
no,
the
it's-
delusion comes in again.
Well, it's
It's
about
not. We
that-
not ever
Oh,
delusional.
Look,
that
but-
a tie is going to help you out down the road. That's
It
a delusional.
is.
No, it's
Because
not.
it's not a
It is,
laws.
though. Everybody
It don't
says
go
that.
as a laws.
So why
It's
you
It
about-
don't
just
go,
start
it
watching
doesn't
football?
go as a laws.
It's about
Here we go again.
percentages. It's about
Huh?
percentages.
What you're telling me that a tie is just as good as a win?
Oh
No.
my God.
Oh, what are you
We
telling
didn't
me
say
then?
that. Because of
You're
the time.
telling
Okay,
me-
okay, Wayne. Let me explain it to you like this, Wayne. Let me
You
explain
don't
it to you
have to
like
explain it
this,
to
Wayne.
me.
So
You
we
don't have
got
to explain it to me.
we
You
got
don't
two
have to explain it to
teams.
me.
We got two teams trying to get the last spot, right? One
You
team
don't have two teams. You have
is-
many teams. You have many teams trying to get the last spot. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Hypothetically, I'm trying to get you to see something.
You don't have
Hypothetically, we
two
got two
teams
teams.
getting for that last spot. You're going to have about 4 or 5 teams. They're going to call it in the hunt. You're going to be there.
Okay,
And you're telling
Okay,
me that
let's go
that
4 or 5.
you're telling
Let's
me
say
that
4
that
or 5
tie
teams.
is going to help you.
I'm trying
to
go ahead
explain to you
and
how
I'm
to help.
gonna show you something. Yeah, I'm gonna do something in a
Yeah,
minute.
I'm
But
trying
go
to
ahead.
explain
the
how you-
past. I'm not saying that it hasn't happened in the past once or twice.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That you're going to show me now. I mean,
All right.
guys telling me
Easy
a
math.
tie is a
It's
good
easy
thing.
math, Wayne.
Wayne.
It's a good thing. It's
You
not
know,
about
Wayne.
easy math.
I'm gonna just keep eating my green
Oh my
Oh, you
God.
give me some, I want some
lollipop
greens. I
to
want
take
some
down.
greens.
Wayne,
What?
Wayne.
What?
They determine if the records are similar. They determine it by the percentage of wins and losses. So let's say that Green Bay has, at the end of the year, has 11 wins, 4 losses, and a tie. If somebody else has 11 wins, 5 losses, Green Bay is going to get that slot because
Thank
it's
you.
the percentage. It's the percentage of win and losses.
Okay.
That tie is going to be thrown out the window.
Okay. So
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is reality. That's not going to only be one other team.
So
That's
right
the
now,
reality of it, though. Right now,
Right
y'all
n-
not even in that. Y'all not even in the hunt. I don't. Think.
Yes, we are. We in
Yes,
the
we
hunt.
are. We're
You're
number
We in the
10
hunt.
right
We in
now.
the
We're
Oh,
number
okay,
10.
okay. You're number 10, and the tie helps you at number 10. If you
We're
didn't
number
have that tie,
10.
if you didn't
We
have
have-
that tie, if you didn't have that tie and you had that win, where would y'all be? You wouldn't be in the 10th spot, right?
So look,
I answer the
Probably
question.
still be in the 10th. Probably
We still be in the
yeah.
10th
Answer
spot,
the-
though, Wayne.
We'll still be in the 10th spot, yes.
Listen,
Because you got teams at 7 and 4 in the 8th and 9th spot.
what did Foxy say before? We have no expectations, but we're gonna keep fighting.
Y'all have
We gonna get
expectations.
right,
This is the
Wayne,
things that
Wayne,
y'all have expectations.
Wayne, listen to me. We're the 10th spot right now. Carolina is number 9. Carolina is 6-6 with a 500 winning percentage. We're 5-5-1 with a 500 winning percentage. The only reason why Carolina is over us, it says right here, wins a tiebreaker over Dallas based on head-to-head
Yep.
win percentage. The head-to-head.
Okay. And you keep bringing up one team as if there's going to be one team down there left with you and the Dallas Cowboys. That's not going to be the case.
There's 6 more games left in the season.
I understand. Again, yes, there's 6 more games.
There's a lot
There's
of
6
things
more
that can-
games, and you're counting on this half a game to help this tie.
There's
to
a
help
lot
you.
of things that can happen in these 6 games.
Yeah, you could
I'll-
use 2 in a row. You could use 2
Or
in a
you-
row.
Or
Oh,
you
we
can
can
lose
win
5
6 in a
out of
row.
6.
Oh, but
Or
y'all
you
don't
can
have
win
any.
6 in a
But
row,
y'all
too.
don't have any But y'all don't have any expectations though. But y'all
Well,
can go
Wayne,
6
come
in a
on,
row.
let's be
You
real.
have to play the game, Wayne.
This is
we
why
got
I
to
call
play the
y'all
game.
delusional.
Either way you cut the cake, you still got to play the game.
We got 6
Exactly.
games
And,
left.
and the
Come on,
way we
Exactly.
playing right now, we can beat any team
All
in
I'm
this league.
saying to you is the tie is not helping you.
Says who?
Me.
Like we don't
In
we don't know
reality.
we don't know what these records gonna look like at the end of
I
the
know
season,
that
Wayne.
it would be better.
You
if
got a
it was
crystal
a
ball
win.
over there?
I know you'd be in a better position if it was a win. I know
Yeah.
that.
Of
Yeah,
course we be. Of
Yeah.
course, Wayne. Yeah,
Yeah.
that goes without saying.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
That's
Hold on,
the
When you
time
say a
out.
tie, that can help me. That tie can really help us. I'm looking at you
Mr.
dudes like you can't be serious.
Smokey.
But what he's saying is better than a loss too. It's not as good as a win, but it's better than having a loss.
It's much better than a loss.
It's better. Yeah,
it's better than having a loss.
It's better. You're right about that. But you can't be saying it's a good thing. It may help you. It's not going to help you
because it may help us. If it get tight down the stretch, that time it could possibly get us in.
Hey Jeff.
Yes.
What you got?
Yes.
Do you remember the year who tied a couple years ago?
Philadelphia did.
Yeah, I think we did do. I think we did.
And how did that help y'all, hurt y'all?
I honestly don't remember.
Nobody remembers a fucking tie. That's why nobody remembers it except you guys.
No, you because you want to keep bringing it up.
I bring it up because I bring it up because you have a tall task ahead of you. You basically gotta. Y'all say y'all got one more loss, but in actuality,
Wayne. Listen. I want you to listen to the 7th team has 4 losses. The 8th team has 4 losses. The 9th team has 6 losses. We have 5 losses. That tie can eventually, it can help us or it could hurt us.
Okay.
But because we still have to go by the win position, the winning percentage. You don't think that if Detroit loses 2 games and we win 2 games, that won't help us out versus Detroit?
Yeah, because they're in the hunt too.
You don't think that Carolina? We just said Carolina's might lose this weekend. If we win this weekend and Carolina loses, we'll have 6 wins. 6 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. They will have 6 wins, 7 losses, and no tie. That tie will help us out because our win percentage will be over 500, and theirs would be.
And we'll jump Carolina.
And we will jump Carolina. How many other teams? Again, how many other teams are you going to have to jump?
Just two.
There's
only 2 without, and we got a lot of football left, and we got 2 teams to jump.
We only have 2 that we have to jump.
Boy, y'all better hope Philly don't go on no damn downturn and start.
You ain't gonna never go to sleep. You ain't gonna never go to sleep with this.
Well, guess what? It's old man time.
Gonna go to sleep?
Me, Sean. I gotta go to work.
Oh, that's what you said.
You ain't gonna never go to sleep. It's old woman time.
It's old man time. You gotta go to bed.
I learned some new stuff today. A tie is actually good. They used to say it's like kissing your sister, but with you guys, it's like going out with an Instagram model or something.
You got to talk to the NFL about that, Wayne. They the ones that make the rules. We don't.
I understand what y'all are saying, but you have to jump 2 or 3 teams.
So Wayne,
all I'm gonna say, Wayne, all I'm gonna say is this: go to ESPN.com, go look under standings, go to the expanded. Hold on, go to the expanded standings. Look at playoffs, and you'll read right now. Carolina and Dallas are tied. They're tied on the win percentage. Carolina is over us based on head to head. All right. Now, on that note, because Jeff hasn't said a lot tonight, can you take us out, Jeff?
Yes, Jeff.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming to check us out and enjoying the spirited conversation that we had tonight.
Animated
comedy show.
Good luck to everybody this weekend, except if you're a fan of a team in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Then I hope you lose. No, I'm just kidding. No, good luck to y'all. Honestly, should be a good game. Obviously, we'll be watching because it's Thanksgiving. Speaking of that, please enjoy time with your family. Thank all those around you. Be thankful for everything you have. Right? Make sure that you hug your loved ones and tell them, how much they mean to you. You never know when it's going to be the last time you get them.
All right.
Yes,
right. That's
all
real.
All right.
Everybody got something to be grateful for. So
everybody,
let's just be great. Let's be grateful and thank God for what we have, and honestly for what we don't have. Because what we don't have, we know He's still a way maker. So
Wayne, you better hope we don't face you in the playoffs.
Well, I was gonna say
playoffs.
And playoffs.
That's how I said when you talk about Dallas Cowboys and playoffs, I turned into that dude.
I'm gonna say this before I hit this end stream. I am so thankful that I am so thankful that we beat the Eagles on Sunday. Good night.
That's your Super Bowl.